is like a milkshake. Look, mine is like
yes,
melting.
sir.
Mine is melting. You see mine
yeah.
melting? It's like chocolate. Feels like
What's good, y'all?
Butter.
Yeah, I know y'all. I know y'all see the news. Yeah, part 2. Yep, part 2. Coming to you May 16th.
This is what some girls do. Some girls be doing this on their balcony.
It's going down. We're going back to Virginia with it. I told him I'll fight you any place, anywhere. I'll go to your city. I'm fighting him in the city.
Daddy, this is what some girls do. Daddy, this is what some girls do.
All the bullshit.
Daddy, this is what some girls do.
Stop. Don't do that.
Some girls be spilling it by accident, and they like.
Boxing group chat. What kind of boxing group chat? Nah, I'm going to their city to make a point. I'm doing it in front of his family, his city.
I'm mopping the floor. I'm mopping.
All odds. That's what make it fun.
I'm gonna throw this off the balcony. I'm gonna throw this off the balcony.
What's up, Outlaw? What's up, bro? I need my Philly people with me, man. We going back to VA. But nah, it's about to be lit though.
To throw this down there, Daddy. Do you want me to throw this down there? Do you want me to throw that down there? All the way down there?
Don't do that. Where
There's
you
some
going?
more.
No, you can have it. I need you to drink it. It's your vitamins.
Right there?
No.
Dad, do you want me to throw this off the balcony?
Yeah, bro. It's time to be great.
Daddy.
What's good? What's good with it, family? How y'all feeling, man? I just started it off with this Nair Albright joint because of what I'm seeing, man. I don't like what I'm seeing, man. You hear this, man? He willing to rematch Keyshawn in his hometown, man. You gotta put some respect on the guy name like that. Beat his big bro. Lost to Keyshawn initially the first time, but willing to jump right back in there. I think he deserved more respect than what he been getting lately, man. It's nasty work, man. It's nasty work, but we're going to get to it. We're going to get to everything, man. We're going to get to this Wilder and Joshua nonsense. They got to make this fight at this point, man. But we're going to get to all of it. Rome, what it do, man? Another day, another cook-up. You know it. Shout out to Boxing Bill. Marcus, my dog, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Yup, this dude to beat his brother. Hen dog, what it do? So, it's good that he revisiting the scene of the crime. You know what I'm saying? He want to get back in there. He willing to go to Virginia with it, which is Keyshawn's hometown. You know what I mean? To get that smoke. So like I said, he might not be a world beater. He might not be a world champion. He might not be super highly ranked and all of that stuff. But what he is a damn good fighter. He from Philly. He got that, that Philly gameness about him, right? And not just being game, he actually come to fight. He gave Keyshawn, I think, still to this day, his most competitive fight. You get what I'm saying? He gave him his most competitive fight to date. So it makes sense, man. I get it. A lot of people was on Keyshawn helmet about, calling out Devin Haney or calling out this one or that one, but fighting Albright. I don't think it's that big a deal, man. Why? Because we see this all the time, man. We see guys get called out all the time and fights don't happen. It's not that big a deal, bro. I just think as long as you are out there fighting fights that make sense. And again, he ain't at 147, so I don't know what all the noise is about. Why they complaining so much, bro? He ain't at 147 yet. When he get there, we're going to revisit all them 47 conversations and fights, but people just got to hold their horses, man. He got more work to do. I think this is a fight that's cool to run it back. You know what I mean? Top Rank just kind of found a home, and already they getting this dude right back in the ring. We seen what he just did January 31st. He made that shit look relatively easy, man. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and put belt on Jermaine Ortiz, and I think this rematch is intriguing because we get to see, Keyshawn going to beat him more convincingly this time or not. Is he going to stop him this time around? You know, it's Key feeling like he gonna stop Nair this time, but we gonna see. I think this is a rematch that's worth having, and we got to talk about some things, man. Y'all be saying the same stuff I see. I never take nobody's content personal, but I just don't understand. Like, I don't know, man. You gotta put some more respect on the dude with 14 fights out, and I'm gonna show you why in a minute. But let me play the rest of this. Shout out to Albright. I respect him taking this fight, man.
I never left the gym
Daddy.
from the Frank fight.
Daddy.
I'm in shape. I'm ready.
Daddy,
For sure.
Daddy, do you want me to
Yeah, I'm about to start working on mouthpiece right now.
Oh, what's good, Brody? How you feeling?
Daddy, do you want me to throw this off the balcony?
Nah, we're gonna get him this time.
Daddy, do you want me to throw this off the balcony?
You want to?
I'm probably gonna if you say yes. But look,
Go ahead, throw it off.
it still makes noise. So cute. I remember this for Christmas, right, Daddy?
Throw it off, G.
Okay, I will. And this is so can I get another mini ice cream?
I love to see people being fathers, man. Love to see it.
You just
Shout out
prayed?
to Albright. Ask this corner what it do, cuz out. How you feeling, man? Got some vocal cords too, right? You can sing and pride. What it do, homie? Stop it. He said, "What is this stopping Devin in the face box from sending it off for the Keyshawn?" Yeah, they rather blame it all on the guy in Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? I started the live off with this because they gotta get this man more respect, bro. You get me? You gotta get this dude more respect for the amount of fights that he got in, for what the mark that he's made with the amount of fights. Can't say it's too many people that's on top of it more than him. And he doing all of this with the fact that he missed a fight with the De Los Santos, but he ain't missed a beat. And, you know, I see people questioning the resume. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what the issue is with the resume. You know what I mean? I think he fought all of the right guys. You know what I'm saying? Be in boxing news. What's good, homie? How you feeling? He got something in store for him. You know what I'm saying? Skills, my brother. What's good? Yeah, kids love to talk to you on the phones. Just when you start to have a conversation, now they got something to say. Josh would be fighting Broken Wilder. Not a problem. For years, no one could survive 36 minutes without an encounter with the right hand. You know it, Skills. You know what I'm saying? He was putting shit to bed. But you know what? He still got a little zing on that right hand, man. It still makes me wonder if Joshua going to be willing to take it. But we're going to get to that in a minute. Appreciate you being. Much love. Everybody in here, if you ain't hit the like button, make sure you do. Support the channel. Let's rock out. You know what I mean? But Albright is up at bat. I think he deserves more respect, man. He could fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hear this bum talking.
Yeah, the news is true.
On Frank Martin.
True.
Give Frank Martin hell.
All right, back up from that. I don't want to fall.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe you actually fought like that.
Here, drink your thing now.
Wait, let me just throw this off. Not know what this.
I'm cracking up. She really stopped and prayed. Here.
I can throw something.
What's up, Shay? Gia, Shay said, what's up?
Hi. What did it say? What did it say now?
She didn't say nothing else. She just said, hey, dog.
We're having a smoothie today. Like it's a green smoothie.
Cheers.
Cheers. Want some more?
No, I'm saying cheers.
Cheers.
Not hard. You can't do that. You're going to spill a drink.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm going back to Norfolk.
Going back to Norfolk.
She said, hey, pretty girl.
Hi.
and look, peep this. You can say what you want, but him and Frank Martin fought at the same time. And this is no knock, nothing to Frank Martin. But people quick to say, well, why he ain't fight Frank Martin? What happened to that fight? Let's see how long it takes for Frank to get back in the ring. And it make me feel like you know who got the worst of it. You know what I mean? They got more plans for Nair. He right back in the mix. Let's see when Frank get back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in May. May it be here just like that. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be a fight that's worth it, bro. Frank Martin better be glad that his next fight is not Keyshawn Davis. I'm just not going to play with this. In my opinion, he messed around and get stopped. I'm telling you, he went through hell with Albright. Albright was putting them hands on. Albright was putting them hands on Frank ass, man. She got a little dicey down the stretch. Shout out to my brother Skills. Yeah, man. I had we had some road wrenches, man. We had to get the channel back situated, but it's slowly coming back to normal, man. So we back. Shout out to all the day ones, man.
It feels like something was in my drink.
Enemy territory
I
again.
forgot my drink.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie, but hey,
You going to enemy territory? Like, okay, you said okay.
It's just-
3.
I ain't gonna lie. It make it more fun.
Yeah.
It make it way more fun. It's gonna be crazy fight night though. The whole crowd
This is so
just
good.
cheering against you.
No, I can't
That turn
lie.
me up.
I ain't gonna lie, you gotta respect this shit right here, man.
This is good.
Do what you want.
Hold on, you want this for me?
He ain't whining
I'm
about
also this
location.
of
He ain't take notes, fighters. Take notes. Take notes. I get it. He ain't no superstar, no world beater, all that. But he ain't crying about no money, no venue. He don't mind going on enemy territory. You know what I mean? Key got home court advantage. He don't care about none of that, right? He's just willing to go in there and fight. Not a bunch of dumbass shit back and forth on social media. Take notes, man. You know what I'm saying? Fighters take notes, especially y'all ones at the top. When y'all be saying y'all be wanting to make these fights and y'all want to fight everybody, but y'all don't be handling the business the right way, man. And it seems like the ones that do get the fights, man. That's all I'm saying. Get me, make the fights, G. Jermaine before Keyshawn stopped him, but Keyshawn ain't fought no one. Yeah, I'm a little sick of that in pride, man. That's why I started off with this today. I was like, yo, where do y'all like? If you stack up most guys' first 14 fights with his, that should be night and day. Watch, I'm gonna show the example because it seemed like the Haney fans got the most to say about Keyshawn, but they should tread lightly, man. You can't say that he started his career off better than what Keyshawn did. You can't say it. You get me? Once he got there, he stayed there and he kept winning and being accomplished. So salute to Devin Haney, but Keyshawn just did it a different way, man. I'm telling you, man, there's not a lot of people doing it the way he did it. And you could see how high the bar is set by the fact that they can't give credit for him beating Jermaine Ortiz. To try to discredit Jermaine Ortiz right now is crazy. Get what I'm saying? Yeah, they insane. Isaiah, they insane out here. They insane in the membrane.
This charger right here, guys.
No, you leave that. You don't know whose that is.
Dad, this is not a charger for a phone. It's actually not. Look, it don't even fit in the phone. Dad,
Lay, what's up, though?
She lied. She having a
This
whole
don't
baby
fit
girl
in the
having a whole
phone.
conversation.
Dad, this don't
She ain't
fit in the
beating
phone. Dad, this don't fit in the phone.
her.
Dad, look, it's too big
Right, Mom,
to
what
fit
it
in
do,
the
homie?
phone.
Yeah, but don't touch that. You don't know who. Grandma might put that there for a reason. I'm pretty sure the winner gonna get a title shot, but
I'm out there doing this off the balcony.
you say, are they gonna cheer for you or with you? What did I say?
Sorry,
Why would you do that?
I'm sorry.
They're gonna cheer
Sorry.
for you or with you. They're gonna cheer with me.
I'm going to look at it from the top. I'm going to jump off the balcony.
Cheers, what's up, Brody?
Yeah.
We had a fight at 140.
I had 40.
Dad, if you want me to go to
And you know what's weird to me, y'all, about all of this?
I'm not
Seem
finished,
like-
okay? Do you want me to do it, guys?
No, don't do that one.
Seem like to me, like if you know a guy got a fight lined up, you ain't no calling him out. It's like, why still be talking about him, right? He ain't at 147, yo. His next fight is at 140 pounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where he about to beat some more ass, I believe. But I see people, going. They've been going in. Keyshawn been getting a lot of flack, man. They've been comparing him to Haney a lot, and I just like, man, just let him grow. I think he growing at the right rate, man. I think once he get there, if those guys are still there, them fights gonna be real good fights to make, man. But dudes be killing the competition before they can even get in the ring with these dudes, man. With all this, you ain't fought nobody garbage, man. It's the same little stuff over and over, man. Yeah, Troy. You know how the girls do, bro. They take over. It's their world. I'm telling you, gotta love the kids. So. But yeah, man, look, I like this fight for May 16th, man. I think it'll be up from there, man. It's a good way to run back a close fight, good competitive fight, right? As people say, it was the toughest fight. I don't think it's gonna be that way in the rematch. I still think dude gonna compete because he really could fight like that, man. As we seen again against Frank Martin, man, he started putting them tools on Frank, didn't he? He went in the shed. He went in the shed on Frank Martin ass, man. He almost delivered that fatal blow, man. Frank had to hold on for dear life to get through that moment, man. I remember he hurt him like 2 real good times in the fight, especially late. He almost stopped him. So kudos to Nair Albright. And like I said, you see that he's right back in the mix again. Hopefully Frank Martin don't go on another long layoff because, you know, that only slows you down. Hopefully he can stay active. You know what I'm saying? You see how long the layoff it was after fighting Tank. You don't need that again. You need to stay busy so you could get the best out of your abilities. You at 140 now. It's a lot of smoke there. Shit, the Keyshawn fight is still there. I would love to see them make that fight. But first things first, shout out to Albright, man. Like I said, he ain't got no belt. He probably ain't, you know, highly ranked in those sanctioning bodies and all that stuff. I don't know what his rankings are, but I know rankings don't determine how good you are. That I do know. This dude is a legit spoiler. If you're not prepared, if you come in there playing around, pussyfooting, he will beat you. He will beat you or he will have a damn tough night. Frank Martin learned it. He fought well against Keyshawn. You know what I mean? He fought well against several guys, man. This is a dude that will upset you. See, he beat Calvin. You get what I'm saying? He will beat you if you ain't prepared, bro. Dude could fight. And it ain't just, oh, I'm from Philly and that. Nah, he from Philly, but it means something because he fight like he from there. He ain't got no quitting. You know what I'm saying? And he believe in himself. He confident. He go in there and try to get it done. Every time you see him fight, that's what he on. You get what I'm saying? Don't matter who he in there with, he gonna come to fight. So, yeah, not everybody, man, people wasn't in no rush to get in there with no Keyshawn Davis after he just beat the hell out of Jermaine Ortiz. I ain't trying to hear nothing. These dudes can say what they want, but you see who end up immediately wanting that smoke, man. Nair is confident right now, very confident, and that's gonna be good for the fight. Because hopefully he know what he getting himself into, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I don't think look, you can't overlook nobody, but I just don't. I think we seen what we seen in the first fight, and I think, you know, the consensus is that Keyshawn, we know he can do even better than what we seen the first time around. The question, I think, for Nair is, can you be as good as you was the first time? Can you be better than what you was the first time you fought him? Get what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely. The first to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? He dominated him. The first to dominate him and stop him. He ain't never get dominated like that. Not against Loma, not against Tio, not against nobody else he fought in his entire career until he ran into Keyshawn. That's why I tell people that it's not just the names that tell you how good these fighters are. It's the performances, man. And with a performance like that, coming off a layoff, moving up a weight class, he letting you know, man, what you, man, Nair about to go to he already was at 140 in his last fight. So he looked good there, but I think Keyshawn gonna beat him again, bro. The question is if he gonna stop him this time, for real. I ain't playing. If he gonna stop him this time, I wouldn't be surprised if it went the distance, you know, because Albright is tough and he game, man. He could fight back. You know what I mean? He don't let you just walk over him, right? You gonna have a fight. You know what I mean? So that's what he brings to the table. He got his skill. He kind of long, rangy. You know what I'm saying? He could fight. But I just think, you know, it's levels. And I think Keyshawn just a different overall, all-around fighter than Albright. He going to find that shit out on fight night.
It's a bee. It's a bee.
What the?
It's a bee. It's a bee.
Chill out. It's not worried about
Yo,
you.
the kids be going
Scary
in, bro.
bee.
She probably could
Pony.
sing too. Pops could sing. She probably could sing too, man. OP, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? She probably could sing too. But yeah, I had to spin the block a little bit on that topic, man. I think if he ain't did nothing else, he proved to be a worthy opponent. You get what I'm saying? It ain't no world champion. He ain't the most highly ranked, but he ain't easy to deal with. And it's several guys that a lot of these fighters fought that are worse off than a Albright. You know what I'm saying? I don't think fighting him is a bad thing, especially seeing as how he arguably won his last fight against Frank Martin. I don't care what he put Frank through hell in that fight, man. That shit got real tough. They panned the camera to Earl Spence during that fight. Man, Earl looked like he was rubbing on his knees. You know the nervous energy. You know what I'm saying? Earl had that. He was looking like, man, it's getting rough out there for Frank. You know what I'm saying? Because Frank got them muscles, man. The muscles slow you down, man. You gotta lay off I don't know what he doing. Working out too. I don't know what he better slim down, man. Too many muscles. You know what I mean? Is that my guy? All things. Okay. All right, we getting it right, y'all. Shout out to All Things. What's good with it, homie? What's good with it? But yeah, man, he damn near beat him. Now he thinking he gonna go out there and he could do the same shit to Keyshawn. Let's see if he can do it. But I don't see it, man. Think he a damn good fighter, man. Unfortunately, he running into this version of Keyshawn. I think locked in. All bets is off far as him getting the win. I don't think ain't gonna be no upset going on May 16th. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I mean, you get what I'm saying, Rome? It's not a bad fight, bro. It's not a bad fight. This dude don't even got 20 fights yet, bro. He don't even got 20 fights yet. You know what I'm saying? And 15 fights in, that's still, you get me? That's crazy. So I just was like looking today and I was seeing some things and it was like, this dude he fighting bums. I'm like, okay. Well, let's see then. Well, let's see. Let's see if he fighting bums, man. It's crazy. I really didn't think people would look at Jermaine Ortiz as a bum. I swear, like I followed that dude's career. I've seen the fights. I've seen how he has some real good fights. Has some solid wins in his career as well. But I've never heard nobody refer to Jermaine Ortiz as a bum until he got stopped by the businessman. Businessman stop him. All of a sudden, he ain't good no more. He only known for fighting Loma. Man, I don't want to hear that shit. He ain't just fight Loma. He was giving him all he could handle in that first half of the fight. So this dude, like, and again, some of the fighters get on my nerve too, cause I get it, man. Y'all competitors and y'all all, it's ego and pride and all that. But when you say Keyshawn didn't fight nobody, and one of the people that he fought is somebody that gave you the toughest night of your life, it just don't make a lot of sense. Like you heard Richardson Hitchens in that interview the other day that I played just yesterday. He said F Keyshawn, right? He had some smoke for him, right? F Keyshawn, this and that, and he don't fight nobody. So y'all both fought Gustavo Lemos. You went the distance, and there was some talks about a tough weight cut, something like that. He comes in grossly overweight. For Keyshawn Davis, right? And this dude's supposed to be so scary, right? Keyshawn goes out there and knocks Lemos out in 2 rounds. 2 rounds, bro. You knocked this man out in 2 rounds. Beat his ass. Did you hear everybody complaining about Lemos having the advantage because he came in overweight like that? What was it, like 6 pounds overweight? He came in crazy overweight and got his ass whooped. Shit didn't even matter. Never been stopped, but he stops him. Get me? Turns around, he fight Dennis Baranchik, beats the hell out of him, stop him in 4 rounds, take his title, undefeated at the time. You get me? Then he stopped Jermaine Ortiz's back-to-back people for starters that never been stopped, and he stops them all. That's not a coincidence. That's math. You get what I'm saying? Fought Miguel Medueno was 31-2 when he fought him, bro. 31-2. Beat the hell out of this dude too. I was at that fight. Jose Pedraza, look how much pro experience these dudes be having over him. He stops him, beat the hell out of him. Get me in this Albright fight is the one little hiccup that he gonna run back. So I like it, man. I like the people that Keyshawn fought, man. Mind you, never faced not one opponent with a losing record, bro. Not one. Anthony Yeager, I remember that fight. He stopped him. Francisco Patera, I remember that. He stopped him as well. Juan Carlos Burgos, that dude been in the ring with some guys too. He beat him convincingly, dominated him. Look at this shit, man. I'm telling you, bro. 4 fights in, dude fighting somebody 18-1. And you go look at the average dude. Go look at these average guys, first 14. Like, for example, right? I keep hearing Devin Haney fans, a lot of criticism for Keyshawn and who he fighting. So just watch this. His first 14 fights. First 14. Just to look at it, just to see what it look like. First 14. First 14, bro. See, you already see a drastic difference from the rip. Pro debut, you fight somebody 1-1. Devin Haney in the second fight, you fought a dude 7-21. Third fight, 5-23. Fourth fight, 6-9. Still nobody so far. Nobody has a winning record. Fifth fight, 2-4. You know what I'm saying? 6 fight. Finally, somebody was 4-0, 4-1-2, 6-5-1, 4-3, 5-2, 6-7-1, 5-19-4, 36-28-2. Do you see the difference? You get what I'm saying? Like these dudes be fighting guys with upside down, lopsided records. These dudes be having like NBA records. You know what I'm saying? Damn, MLB baseball records, man. All them damn losses, 20-something losses here. 13 losses. Should be crazy, man. 28 losses is wild. 19 losses, 7 losses. Shit is crazy. 5-23, 7-21. Like, so if you really being serious, because I know people try to look at it, oh, well, they both did the same age and this and that, and this is what Devin did versus Keyshawn. Nah, that shit ain't the same because they turned pro at the same time. None of that shit. But if you really want to look at it, and you go look at these dudes' first 14 fights, that shit night and day. Took dude like 5-6 fights to fight somebody with a winning record, and then went right back to fighting dudes with losing records. That's all I be saying. That's not me taking a shot. I just don't know how people process boxing. Like, you can't look at his 14 and compare it to a guy that got 30 plus fights. Nah, go look at his first 14 and make it make sense where it's fair, right? And go look at how that shit look. Go look. How many guys you had with a losing record within your first 14 fights? This shit is crazy. Man, this shit is crazy, bro. 28 losses is outrageous, man. 2 winning records, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this shit is not even close, bro. They fought totally different competition first coming into the game. Shit, not even close. Jones hitting so hard he didn't even get stopped. The drop. I think you was talking about Medueno. I think that was Medueno, bro. Yeah, I think that was Miguel Medueno. I was at that fight. He was piecing him up. Keyshawn was piecing him up. He had the crowd going nuts. He was piecing him up bad. Dude got stopped after that by somebody else. Medueno ended up, I forgot who ended up stopping Miguel Medueno. Was it Oscar Duarte? It was somebody. Forgot who ended up stopping him. But yeah, that was Miguel Medueno, big head ass. Yeah, Keyshawn was piecing off combinations. He was beating that dude ass, man. I think what he was missing possibly in that fight was just more body work. My boy said Keyshawn is better. You already know. Ortiz a great boxer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. These people they don't really like boxing. And I when I bring that up, that's not me trying to slight the other fighter. I'm not trying to tear Devin down, but I'm just saying his fans, I don't get what y'all be trying to compare. You get what I'm saying? I think that's the real way to do it. Look at their first 14 fights, first 14 and 15 fights. That shit ain't the same. You know what I mean? All them losing records, all them dudes to 20 something losses here, 17 losses here, 23 here. Like, bro, they never put that Olympian in the ring with somebody with 20 something losses, bro. They'll never put him in the ring with somebody with 19 losses. Like, that shit be different. And that's what people be trying to ignore. They be having like weird conversations and not putting things in its proper context, bro. He came in facing guys with way more pro experience, right? Get what I'm saying? What was it? It's like the Olympian. Yeah, man. Shit different, man. Should be different, man. Top tier talent. The hate. Yeah, I don't know why they don't like him. Manny TV was good, homie. Yeah, he hit that man with everything. Kitchen sink. He probably just needed more body work. Because I think what happened in that fight is, you know, Keyshawn found it wasn't hard for him to clip him up top. You get what I'm saying? But you know those Mexican fighters, man, they be pretty tough. They could take a headshot. They could take a beat. And so he just needed to mix it up a bit more. Go to the body. I think he could have stopped that dude. But he was tough. He tough as nails, though. Meduena was able to take a lot. And sometimes fights like that could take a lot out of you. It's no wonder he ended up getting stopped shortly after that. Maybe his next fight or so, a couple fights out there, he ended up getting stopped, I believe. So he was getting pieced up. But yeah, man, I just seen that he, you know, somebody said he'd be fighting bums. And I'm like, what bum did he fight? Like, where did he, you get what I'm saying? What bum did he fight? I don't get it. So Nair Albright a bum, man. Boxing is in trouble, bro. Because I'm pretty sure nobody would call Frank Martin a bum, right? Maybe we being realistic, and he just competed with him. You get me? They was on the same level. They fought to a draw. So I don't know where all this Keyshawn stuff come from, bro. They really mad at the youngin, man. They is pissed at kid. They said you talking too much, man. Talking, you ain't doing enough fighting, man. Yeah, he damn sure did. He almost stopped Frank. That shit got dicey for him at the back end of that fight. It was about the last round too. If he had a presence of mind to hold on, he would have got stopped. He would have 100% got stopped. He would have 100% got stopped, man. He almost sent Frank ass to the gulag, man. For real. So I think and this is the crazy thing though, bro. A lot of people talking nuts about Keyshawn, but y'all gonna be tuned in May 16th. Y'all watching that fight, bro. I know you are. You'll be a fool not to. You'll be a fool not to watch that fight May 16th. It's gonna be a good one. Maybe y'all get to see Nair get lucky, man. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna be sitting there with y'all fingers crossed, hoping he lose. Telling you, possibly he can't turn their favorite. Yeah, you could turn their favorite fighter into a nobody. Ain't proud. You know it. I'm telling you, with the wrong kind of ass whooping, bro. All them ass whoopings don't ain't created equal, man. Some of them be taking you out. Hold on, man. Play this. If I pull up Eddie Hearn before we about to get into this wilder conversation for the second too, man. Hit the like button, everybody. Let's run.
Nobody saying my name. Like this one little dude out the way. Little dude, he's just a little dude. Got me the fourth guy I stopped in the road. Fourth guy that never been stopped. I'm about to stop him again. What they gonna say then? What are they gonna say when I stop him? Because he's getting stopped. When y'all gonna start believing me? When y'all gonna start believing me? Believe in Key. Believe in Key.
Yeah. Keyshawn always make me laugh, bro. This man a fool, bro. He's self-motivated like hell in there jumping, bro, screaming. I wonder who the hell record, man. This man a fool, but I believe him though, man. So far, so good. I mean, he been standing on all business. He really been the businessman. And even businessmen have hiccups every now and then, right? He had a hiccup and he bounced back the best way. And now I think running it back with a guy that people feel like gave you your toughest fight, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to stay busy while getting a credible fight, right? You know what I mean? It's some history there. It's a reason to fight him. So you fight him, and I think you continue to go up from there, bro. You continue to go up, but I just respectfully, man, this dude ain't fought no bums. He ain't never been in the ring with somebody with a losing record. Most fighters, you can't say that about them. Most fighters, you cannot say that about. You know what I mean? Dudes being 20 fights in, still fighting dudes with losing records, man. Felony. Number one in the division is Buddy the champion. Because of that, he's not gonna challenge the champion. Yeah, they pissed off. They're like, man, you gotta beat up Shakur, man. Gotta beat up Shakur. Gotta fight your brother, man. Yeah, I love that energy, man. He like a one-man wrecking crew, man. I'm telling you, you know what I mean? Showing here all the hate, he about to make an example out of Albright. I think he coming to make a statement, though. I believe he gonna try for sure. You know what I mean? Albright's pretty sturdy, man. Pretty sturdy, stubborn dude. Like I said, he's rangy in there. He got like this offbeat rhythm and timing where he's tricky when he throws shots. And I think that's what was catching Frank Martin off guard, too. He ain't the easiest guy to kind of read in there. You know what I'm saying? That wiry ass frame. I mean, that Philly style. And he liked to fight. And he could take a good shot. He could take a pretty good shot and keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? So I like it, man. I get it. Y'all got it, man. He ain't come up to 47 and play ball. But y'all already said y'all didn't want to fight him. Bill already said he was passing on Keyshawn. That's what he already said that. Get what I'm saying? They're not really trying to fight him. I think what's happening is y'all directing all the hate and attention to him because y'all ain't making none of the fights that y'all was trying to make. You know what I'm saying? So now y'all like, man, Keyshawn said he was going to fight us. He ain't going to 47 yet. I knew it, man. You know what I'm saying? Get over. He said, shit, I would love to see Keyshawn with Shakur, right? But it ain't happening. Y'all, there's plenty of fighters who can get that work, though. That's what Core said. Fighters from 135 to 140, come get your issue, man. You know? And I was saying this before. I was just listening into somebody's show, and they were saying a lot of the stuff that I've been saying for years. They're not each other's biggest fight, and it's only one fight. And I think because of those variables and the coast bond, you ain't gonna see it. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna see it. Mike Magic, what's good, family? How you feeling, bro? So I'm good. I'm good with it because it's a lot of smoke at 35. And speaking of that, man, Raymond Morataya people was on, what was it, the Boxing Voice? I think they was on. I think they was on the Boxing Voice. Brad Goodman, top ranked matchmaker, and he was talking about that fight with Shakur and Morataya. Everything boxing, my God, what's good with it, bro? It's a real page. You already know, family. You already know. Yeah, they're in the same weight class, but now, they, I mean, they're gonna find a way to coexist. But again, Shakur next fight could very well be with Morataya at 35. You know what I'm saying? Very well. I would like to see him go get that RBF strap and the ring mag down there. Go piss him off some more. You know what I'm saying? Simultaneously while holding that belt at 40. You get me? But they gonna work it out, man. I think it's enough room for both of them. That's the crazy part. They don't like to hear that because it's like, since when did people care about either one of them becoming undisputed? So it's like, you get me? That's the last thing people really want to see. You know what I mean? They don't want to see neither one of them dudes become undisputed, snatch up all them belts. They get crazy. Like, boy, would be for the ring belt. Yeah. That's a really good fight. It's a good fight. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Let me pull this up. Dude went on the let me pull this up real quick. Went on the Boxing Voice talking about this. This definitely need to happen. Jordan, my dog, was good with it, bro. Yeah, it need to happen so people can shut up about it. Like all that duck talk. When they see Buddy get what he looking for. I like Raymond, but I seen what I needed to see from him. I see the mistakes he make, but I also see where he's good at. Like, he applies smart, consistent pressure. You know what I'm saying? And he mixes it up well, go to the body and stuff like that. Some long ass arms too. He got pretty damn good reach down there at 35. boxing can't be 2 number ones. I don't think they care though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they care. I don't think they care about it being 2 number ones. I think the question is, how long do they both stick around in the same weight class before it seems like they're getting in each other's way? That's the question. But you already had Keith talking about going to 47, so he might.
Are we working in the background on this lineal potential
play.
title being on the line between a Shakur Stevenson and a Raymond Morataya? Is that something you guys are on the phones going back and forth about right now?
Yeah, there's been talk, Shakur, listen, I think Shakur is tremendous, man. Really. I think, he dominates at 35, 40, even 47. That's how high I am on Shakur. Is there talk about it? Yeah. At 135, there's talk about it. And listen, he's a 40-pound champion. Morataya would go up to 40. But I know both parties want the fight.
So, I mean, that's Brad Goodman, man. He worked with Top Rank. And, he's saying there's some talks about it. I mean, hopefully it get further than just it being talks, and they actually it grows some legs and they make it. I think it's a good fight for both of them. I mean, Morataya be cooking with grease, man. You know what I mean? To challenge him after fighting Andy Cruz, right? So I like it, man. I don't think it's a better fight as far as availability because that dude available. And they even saying he willing to come up. So I think they got options. You can either go down, try to challenge for his belt, or you come up and challenge for yours. Either way, it's a really good fight. You know what I'm saying? That I think boxing need. And the way things are looking, shit, it might be a strong possibility, bro. Yeah, true. That's true too, bro. Kyle, cool it, man. Blessings, bro. How you feeling, man? They're not brothers. Yeah, so look, it makes sense. That fight makes sense either weight class for me. I like it. Shout out to Danger. He ain't no small 35-pounder, so he won't have no problem going up 5 pounds or staying put to defend his strap. I hope he go down there and take his strap. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would like to see him go down there and take it. Yeah, you get me? I'm with you, Jordan. I'm with you. And I think he thinking like that too. More accolades. Let me go ahead and snatch it up. You know what I'm saying? Let's see it. Shout out to the Queen Lisa. How you feeling today, man? Always good to see you. Said the Rose versus pay the winner for unification. I'm telling you, G. I'm telling you, man. You hear me? Hey, Jordan, you thinking what I'm thinking, huh? I'm telling you, man. There you go. You got some fights. You got a couple fights lined up. You get me? I think you should go try to make both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like one at a time, of course, but I think you go get Robin and them on the line, man. Line that thing up. You know what I'm saying? You got Brad Goodman over here pushing it. Yeah, there's talks. Now we want to know if it's like, what is that really what y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to pull the trigger on that one? Because everybody watching, man. We're tuned in. But I'm telling you, that's gonna be a really good fight, man. I hope nothing happened, and I hope they schedule that and line that up. We need a date for that one, man. Roach and Zepeda. It's a good fight. The styles make it crazy because again, don't nobody fight like Williams and Zepeda, so make things interesting. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's see it, man. Finally they put all that duck talk to bed, yo. And Morataya is a good name, solid name. And he coming off his biggest win, right? So it makes sense. Let's get to this though, man. Let's get to this because Eddie Hearn was talking like a real promoter, man. He's talking spicy, man. He talking spicy about my guy, the Bronze Bomber, man. Guy Edward talking like this would be an easy win for AJ. Like, let's see this shit then. Let me pull this joint up, man. I wonder, do Anthony Joshua feel the same way as his promoter?
AJ's coming off the accident. He's rehabilitating his body, etc. We'll take Deontay Wilder as that warm-up fight, and then we'll fight Tyson Fury in December.
That makes pretty much calling Deontay a warm-up.
Yeah.
Eddie.
He just sent Chisora into retirement.
I was there. I was sitting in front row. By the way, I respect Wilder, and I think he looked much better in that fight than he has done previously. Correct. But let me tell you, because I was 6 feet away, Anthony Joshua will walk through Deontay Wilder within 3 rounds.
And he said he'd walk through. I think it's a longer version too. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull it up. But he talking real confident. You got Morataya, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. He's a game fighter. He can fight. But I think ultimately, he got really solid power. He can box, good fundamentals, technique, stuff like that. I don't think he got that. I don't feel like he got that it factor about him. Just feel like he's really good in a lot of areas, really sound, solid fighter, but I don't see it. I don't think he got that thing that separates him from Corey, that stands out. Like if you had to ask yourself and you start breaking it down, what is it that you think he do better? And then that's where the conversation get interesting. Motown was good with it, bro. Let me see some. I think this is a longer version of this, but Eddie Hearn was talking about this fight, I believe. But I think now is the time to make it. I mean, you're talking about it now. You're saying here, run through them. You'll use Wilder as the warm-up fight. That should sound good. I like it. Look, make the fight then. BVO was good with it. Make it. I'll watch. I'm pretty sure people will complain and be groaning, but they'll tune in and watch it. They'll tune in and watch it, man. They'll tune in and watch it. Them damn gladiators get in the ring, people will still watch it to this day, literally, man. But my question is, how much do they really want to make the fight? You know what I'm saying? Do you really want the fight as much as you leading on, or are you just talking? That sound bite sound good, but go out there and make it. I think it's look, y'all should be looking. I said this before. Instead of criticizing Wilder's performance, won't you put your man in there to beat him, and then you could just, you know what I'm saying? AJ sitting there looking like he damn near, I don't know, like he's seen a ghost or something. Sitting there looking. Get the people what they want. We'll still pay some money for it, you know? Say it's stop Wilder in 3 rounds. Show me that shit. Ghetto Fab was good with it. Cause I tell you what, if Wilder is able to land some of those right hands that Derek Chisora took when they fought, we could be talking about another knockout loss for AJ while they playing. You get me? While they playing, you mess around, get your man knocked the hell out. Talking about it, he'll tune up here, just run right through him. I don't know if he'll run right through him, man. I don't know. And I guarantee you it's still some money in that fight. They make it. Guarantee you still some money in that fight. No excuse not to fight that man. Didn't fight him all these years ago for whatever reason. Now y'all both done took multiple losses, knockout losses later. I don't think neither guy is still in a prime. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what they say. I don't think Joshua in his prime still. Or if he is, he at the very tail end of it. This is the longer version, man. Let's see what else. Hey, Mouse. 3 rounds is crazy. That's brave. That's talking brave. Wilder. Stop Wilder in 3. 264. Wilder was like 215. The first right hand he landed in round 3 hurt him. I'm telling you. Dude is an anomaly. He still got power. They think he ain't got it. I wonder. He said he was pulling them punches. I knew them punches did look funny. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to YSM. Pulling them is crazy though, but he did say that. And I don't know if did y'all catch the clip with Wilder telling Derek Chisora he loved him right before he dropped him. He was talking to him. He in there telling that man he loved him. That's definitely not the I want a body on my record Wilder for sure, man. He was telling him mid-fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? He diabolical too, talking about I love you right after hitting him with like a 1-2, putting him or something. Crazy, man.
speaking badly about them, but I think it's generally, like, if you look at the options they had, I mean, neither guy's been under contract to us for over a year now. We withdrew any interest in them a couple of months ago. I don't think they had many options. Like Edgar particularly, I think it's a great deal for Edgar, because Edgar's, you know, an exciting fight. I don't think he's necessarily going to win world championships, but financially this is a good opportunity for him. I think it's going to be really interesting what happens with Richardson, because
You don't think he had a lot of options, Richardson?
He didn't. No, who made him offers? Top Rank weren't interested. Golden Boy had a chat with him. We withdrew our offer like a month or so ago.
Why did you guys withdraw the offer?
Like, when he said what he said after the Cambosos fight, in my head, I'm not working with him again. But we had some chats. We fell out with Keith Connolly, and I said, I'm just not going to work with Keith Connolly fighters. So I said, I'm sorry, I can't work with you on Richardson. So Matchroom wasn't an option. Top Rank wasn't an option. Golden Boy wasn't really an option. But so Golden Boy are probably fuming because he pulled out the Oscar Duarte fight. Why? Right now, is he going to move to 147 to fight for a Zuffa world title?
I really, really hope, I was saying this a little bit yesterday, I really, really hope that he didn't put himself in a bad spot like that, because it sounded like it, the way Eddie Hearn just running that off about Hitchens. Like, damn, you was supposed to do something with Oscar Duarte as a Golden Boy fighter. Could have burnt the bridge there. You left Eddie high and dry. Announced free agency out of nowhere with no conversation with him. Now you in Zuffa. But I was talking to L-Dub last night, and he was saying the situation with the IBF is different than Morataya. So maybe they'll allow him to take a certain fight at 140 and defend his belt or something. I don't know. It's going to be crazy. Let me see how that's going. I like to see how that's going to play out.
I think he kind of has to, because they don't have a 140-pound division.
But what we're hearing is no, they're going to fight Duarte at 140. But haven't they just said that they're not acknowledging world championship belts? So all of a sudden they've done all these press conferences saying Zuffa did not acknowledge world championship belts. Now they're begging the IBF to come back, because they're going to have to say to the IBF, oh yeah, we're going to do Hitchens against Duarte.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I feel sorry for Oscar Duarte, to be honest with you, because I think he's been fucked.
Do you think the Zuffa belts are going to last, or do you think it's going to merge?
Listen, I keep saying, like, I don't think Zuffa will be successful in some right, I'm sure. Let me tell you when I tell you, no one gives a fuck about a Zuffa belt. Go and ask Luke. Go and ask Xander Zayas. Now listen, if the money's right, then someone that doesn't care about the belts, or probably isn't going to win them, should actually jump all over it. Edgar Belanga's a great example. I think it's a great move for Edgar Belanga. What else are you going to do? I offered him the Pacheco fight. They weren't interested in that. This was like 3 months ago. And then I said to Keith Connolly, I'm not interested in Edgar Belanga, because we had a dispute, right, with Keith. So what's Edgar going to do? This is a good deal for Edgar Belanga, you know, I think. But do you honestly think that people want to win? Like, if Richardson Hitchens gives up his IBF World Championship, moves to welterweight to fight for a welterweight World Zuffa Championship.
But you know that it's going to take a little time for it to, you know, I guess, catch on. It probably take a little time.
Fucking lot of time. I mean, I ain't catching on to nothing at the moment. I just did a show last Sunday. I didn't even know about it. They've got another show in a couple of weeks. I fucking don't know what they're doing. They're giving Conor Ben 15 million to fight a Crocs Regis Pro grade on Saturday. They don't know what they're doing. Now they're powerful, but they don't know what they're doing.
Could you?
They don't know what they're doing. Eddie on their helmet about their moves, man. Well, we gonna see. Like I did thought that was wild though, to give that much money for you know, Conor Ben to fight Regis. No knock to Regis, but that just didn't seem like the fight justified the bag. But I guess they know better than us. So shout out to Regis. I'm glad he getting an opportunity straight like that. But said why AJ not a trash talker. I would beg to differ. You remember the fight that he lost last? You don't remember him sitting down with Daniel Dubois talking about his slap a chair across his face and all that? That's that, and he was talking like outside the ring shit. So nah, AJ talk trash. He definitely do. He do. The man did a whole eulogy after getting beat by Alexander Usyk in the second fight, and he threw the man belts out the ring. AJ definitely talked. It's just not with Wilder. Look, maybe I'm wrong. He just don't appear to be as confident as what Wilder is. At least the encounter when they speak about each other, it just seemed a little different. And I'm gonna be the first to tell you, or I'll be one of the first to admit and say it. Look, he got a really good chance at beating Wilder in this fight. Got a really good chance. He looked closer to what he used to be than Wilder, right? You know what I'm saying? But still got to get in there and prove it. I hope he feel like that. You know, Eddie Hearn is so adamant about how he just blows through Wilder. I hope he puts that same type of energy and effort into actually giving it to us. Yeah, it's mad years later than what it should have been, but hey, it's boxing. I'll still watch it. As long as Wilder upright, he dangerous.
The reason why a lot of the guys saying like, well, you know what?
By the way, listen, if you can get a great deal, go and take it. But if you care about your legacy and you want to be great, don't take it. But certain guys, I gave an example there, 100%. Fucking yeah, I think it's a good move for Edgar Berlanga. Get your money, right? And then.
Do you think he's just not the guy? He's just not that good, Edgar?
Edgar's a good fighter, but he's not. I don't think he's going to go and beat the top guys at 168. He got battered by Hamza Shiraz, you know. Maybe he'll go at 175
now.
You know, is he going to beat a Bivol? Is he going to beat a Beterbiev? Is he going to beat a Benavides? Come on, like, you know, he ain't. No, he's not going to beat Yard. He's not going to beat Boatsi. He's not going to beat Whittaker. He's not going to beat Callum Smith. He's not so, like, you know.
Not gonna lie, man. None of them fights sound like they winnable fights for Berlanga. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like, look, listen.
3 months ago,
he made a terrible error, Keith Connolly and Hitchens. Before the Cambosis fight, we offered him a new deal, which was such an amazing deal for him that would have seen him go on and unify the division. They tried to be smart. Then Richardson said what he said in the ring after, and then we were done, right? And he's been out for, like, when did he last box? Was it Cambosis?
Yeah, June last year.
June.
Yeah.
So he's been out for nearly a year, right? So he's lost all that money. Obviously, he was taking like 700 grand or 800 grand to fight Duarte, which is much less than we were going to give him. By the way, when he didn't sign, I was, financially, I wasn't relieved, but it was a fucking great deal for him. Like,
47 shipping sale.
It was a fucking great deal for him. Like,
47 shipping sale with you and maybe the other players.
Oh, he's with Zuffa now.
Wow. I didn't know all of that. Damn, man. Yeah, damn, Hitch, Africa. Man, I think he could have stayed put, made that money, and been able to fight for the belts. Because you know Eddie Hearn gonna get you paid, keep you active. And he obviously made you a champion, got you a title defense. He was gonna keep the ball rolling for you. And he made you a really good deal. You turned it down and went to Zuffa on him. And I just don't think Zuffa gonna be able to have the same opportunities that Eddie Hearn would have, right? For him, man. Think about it. That's the wrong time. Now would be the time to stay put because you got top rank, Golden Boy, DAZN, possibly all working with each other. Those put fights on the table for you instead of taking them off. When you align yourself with Zuffa, it's like, yeah, we over here and the rest of boxing over there. And I just, or unless they make exceptions to, you know, to make certain fights, we gonna see. But so far, it ain't been looking like that.
So it doesn't really matter. So, but if you're going to go at 47 and fight for a Zuffa belt, but you've also got to look after, you know, if he's getting the good money, good luck to him, you know. But I just, you know, everyone's different. Again, I'm not just saying it because he's our guy, but speak to Boots about how he feels about the belts and all that kind of stuff. He's like, if there's any chance of me getting stripped or not winning a belt, fuck that. I need the belt. That's how I'm going to show I'm great. You can't show you're great by fighting in a shed for a Zuffa belt.
Because you can't prove you great by fighting in the shed for the Zuffa belt. No, but he didn't touch on. I thought that was the same clip where he spoke about the Wilder situation. That wasn't it, damn it. Time plays AJ. Yeah, but nah. Cause look, is either he talk shit or he don't. Ain't no justifications, ain't no, you know. Either he talk shit or he don't, and he clearly do. And the man was threatening outside the ring activity not too long ago before he got knocked out by Daniel Dubois. You know what I mean? But shout out to AJ. You know what I mean? I'm not crucifying him for it, you know, but I want to see him stand on that stuff he's saying. You know what I'm saying? If your man gonna beat Wilder that easy, you should be pulling the trigger. Cause still at this point in his career, to still be one of the best wins on his resume. Still be one of the best wins on the resume for him. Still one of the best wins on the resume. Hell, Wilder did a drive-by statement. He didn't stop. He ain't have to stop, man. What did AJ ain't said shit. He just sat there looking. You dig? Boxing make you understand why other sports have owners and unions, because boxing should be all over the place. Yeah, it do. It do. That's me. It do. But because I think without that union type situation to support boxing, you just got a bunch of vultures and everybody got their hands out trying to get paid. So ultimately, the product that they're trying to put out there is affected in a huge way because of it. You know what I'm saying? So just what it is with boxing. But I'll say this, man. Make the fight, man. If 3 rounds is all it takes. If Wilder's a tune-up, get your man in there, G. Put his ass in there.
Because AJ's coming off the accident, he's rehabilitating his body, etc. We'll take Deontay Wilder as that warm-up fight. And then we'll fight Tyson Fury in December.
Pretty much calling Deontay.
Like Tyson Fury in December.
Eddie. He just sent Chisora into retirement.
I was there. I was sitting front row. By the way, I respect Wilder, and I think he looked much better in that fight than he has done previously. Correct. But let me tell you, because I was 6 feet away, Anthony Joshua will walk through Deontay Wilder within 3 rounds.
His big words, man. Within 3. In 3 rounds, he said he just gonna run right through him. Hot knife through butter type shit. That's what Eddie said. He said hot knife through butter type shit, man. Huh? So he gonna go right through him, man. Speaking of going right through him, man, I wanted to play this 30-minute Cigar Talk interview. Shout out to Cigar Talk, my guy Najee, man. Interview Xander Zayas, man. Xander was up there popping it a little bit. No, we've been all excited about this fight. That press conference was a good one. Boots came up out of his shell a bit. He did some talking. He got me in the mood to see this fight, man. I hope June get here sooner than later, man. Because that's what I want to see. It's gonna be a good one. But I got my guy Boots, man. He's a damn fast than Jake. He ain't fighting Wilder. Yeah, man. I wish they would actually pull the trigger on the fight instead of talking about it. You know what Wilder said? Wilder said he'd fight him, say he'd fight Atoma, he'd fight them all. But I think that's one that I'd be cool with. Maybe he could retire after that. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and fight what's his name? Fight it's like whoever land at this point. AJ land, that Wilder could be in trouble. Wilder land, AJ gonna be in trouble. It's that simple to me. I mean, especially if you catch him early. And I know they was trying to build his confidence back with the whole Jake Paul fight, but it's no telling if his confidence all the way back. You know what I mean? He done been through a car accident too. Like, it's so many reasons. They done been through so much stuff in and outside the ring, right? You know what I'm saying? They need to fight. It's still a decent fight, you know? They need to find a way to do it, put it on Netflix or something where you don't got to charge nobody no pay-per-view for it, and then put together a good undercard and give us the fight. I think people will be checking for it, man. I think people will watch it, man. Let's go, man. Let's get to this, though. Shout out to Najee, man. Let's see what Xander was talking about. Hey, Haney's fans, Xander say he running through. He say he'll run through Haney, man, with no problemo. Okay? No problems. Said no problems here, run right,
Very
true.
special guest, man. This is like the face of Puerto Rico right now.
True.
This guy is making so much noise. I had to come talk to him. My man Xander Zayas.
My God.
What's up, brother?
Nice seeing you again, brother.
How
Long
are you,
time
man?
no see. I'm
I
doing
know.
great, bro. I'm doing great.
Dude, I feel like you've come so far since our last conversation 2 years ago
I know.
at my office.
I know.
It was like, you know, I feel like at that time you were still, I guess maybe a contender already, but it still felt like, you know, the prospect coming up, trying to get there, and now we sitting there with 2 belts.
Now we got 2. No. So,
man?
last time we spoke, I was going into my first main event here at MSG, actually, in Manhattan. And I remember just going in, being excited. Obviously, it was my first main event, New York City. It was a dream come true. And now, fast forwarding to today, I'm sitting here with 2 belts, unified world champion, going into my biggest fight yet. Against a great opponent. So, again, I'm just as excited as I was 2 years ago. Just more excited and more hungry now.
Yeah. What do you feel like is the difference between champion Zayas, right? Like the champion and then the prospect. Is there a difference, or you kind of
a little bit more confidence? You get that, a little bit more experience. You get that confidence. You know you go 12 rounds. You know you could look good for 12 rounds. You get a little bit more like, you know, pepper in your step, kind of like.
Well, this fight, like you said, this is the biggest. You know, everybody's talking about this fight.
Yes.
This is a huge fight here. One is, first of all, how did this come about, right? Because, you know, a lot of people are giving you credit like, yo, you fighting the boogeyman, right? A lot of people calling him a boogeyman. How did the fight actually, like, come about?
Man, I feel like this is what boxing is all about. You got to fight the best. I say I'm the best. He says he's the best. We're the best fighters out 54. Let's see who really the best. And he came pretty easy. Obviously, he had a negotiation period with Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah.
So after my fight, we were looking at other opponents, Josh Kelly being one of them. Sent out a couple notes, a couple letters to his team. Never got a response back. Then obviously we heard that the fight with Virgil fell through because of Virgil's legal things with his company, and we jumped right on it. We're like, hey, we won the fight. Yeah. Same thing, same split, same everything. We just same deal. Just make it happen. And they went to Boots' team, and they said yes, and we were already obviously in. So it's an easy negotiation period, I'll say.
That's crazy because I guess.
See that? Yeah, I'm starting to see this be, y'all gonna hear this be more of a common theme in boxing, bro. Easy negotiation, especially when people are on board, bro. Yeah, sometimes it could get a little difficult. You have to go back and forth till you can get what you're looking for. But ultimately, man, when everybody's on board, we gonna get more times than not, you'll get the fight. You know what I'm saying? Not all this extra shit just to not, you know what I mean, give us a fight, all that back and forth. Then all you end up hearing is a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? See, if facts, that's me. That's why I say I salute both of these dudes. They made that shit easy. They both had Virgil as a potential opponent, and neither guy was able to secure that fight. And that's where I see a little bit of math at too, right? You see both of these guys were in a position where they could have fought Virgil, and neither one worked out for Virgil. And you can't just blame everybody when fights don't happen. And then the same 2 guys that you were looking to possibly fight, right? They end up fighting each other. So I ain't trying to hear it, man. They want smoke, man. I think his team, though, ultimately got in his way. Or his promoter, should I say, in Virgil. So he ended up suing. So shout out to Xander again, man. This is how you get it done. 1, 2, 3, man. Put the belts on the line against the
Coming
phenom.
off of, as fans, looking at what happened with Virgil and Boots, we just feeling like, damn, this is going to be something hard to make, right? But you're just saying it's easy, bro.
Man, to be honest, when you want to be great, it's easy to do it. You just got to go and do it. It's when you put too many buts and no, but this, no, but that, no, but it got to be. That's too many excuses. Let's make the fight happen. He's from Philly. I'm from Puerto Rico. We both sell in the East Coast. Yeah. We have proved that we both sell in the East Coast. So why not make it happen here in New York?
Yeah. Well, listen, the odds have already came out. You're the underdog as far as the betting is concerned.
Yeah.
And people, just fans, pundits, everybody's like, yo, this might be too early for Xander, right? Like, what do you feel when people are saying it might be too early?
Man, to be great, again, you just gotta do it. Believe in yourself. I believe in myself. I know what I can do in that ring. He's a man just like me. He breathes just like I breathe. He has two hands just like I have two hands. It's fair game.
Yeah.
When it comes to fight night, I'm just gonna be 10 steps ahead of him, man. And the experience, the age, none of that is gonna matter when he has no answer, when he can't find any answers for me that night.
Yeah. So now, all right.
Man, that's big words right there from Xander. Appreciate the confidence, man. He's well spoken. He said he's gonna be 10 steps ahead of Boots. Said the experience, the age, none of that's gonna matter when he basically in front of him and he ain't got answers. Damn. So he feel like Boots ain't gonna have the answers to this test. I like this shit, man. I do, man. Shout out to Najee. Perfect timing to interview Xander, man. Perfect timing.
I would say, because like I said, people looking at Boots like a boogeyman. Do you look at him like that? Like, is he like, oh, this is the guy in the division that's like a
McQueen,
I mean, I'm the guy in the division.
Good, bro.
I'm the only one that has 2 belts.
Yeah.
So people can perceive him and people can see him as however they want to see him. At the end of the day, we got to step in that ring and see who's the best, who's the boogeyman.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not scared of nobody. He's a man just like I am. He breathes just like I breathe. The only man that I'm scared of is above me. Everybody else, they're gonna have to get the smoke.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. I like that energy. I said this, and I said, I wanted to give you a lot of credit for stepping up because you didn't have to take this fight, right? I think just as media, we're like, people like to take steps, champions, right? You went, Barao was the last fight. You know what I mean? You could have fought somebody else, but you ran to this smoke. Do you feel like you deserve credit for that? Like,
I feel like credit. People can perceive credit and give credit whenever they want. I don't look for people approval. I look for my approval, and I feel like this is the fight I wanted. This is the fight I was looking for. I want to be great. I want to keep bringing great fights to boxing, and this is the way to do it. It was easier to go back as a champion and say, I just want an optional and fight anybody in the top 15 that I could beat in 2 rounds, right? But why do that when I could challenge myself and see who's the best guy at 54? Again, it's never about being famous. It's never about recognition of people. It's about being the best. And when I retire, when I say, okay, this is done, that's it, no more boxing for me, I did everything the way I did, the way I wanted, how I wanted it, and when I wanted it. So that's what it comes down to.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, very confident. I like him. You know what I'm saying? He said, you want this now. He trying to prove himself right now, man. BVO was good. Trying to prove himself.
Yo, what's going on, man? Feel it.
What's good with it, man?
Hey, man, I'm just excited about the fight. I'm going to be in the house. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited about the fight.
No, who you nervous for, man?
Oh, man, you know who I got, man. Come on, man. I got my man, Bobby Barrino, man. My man, Xander, man. I don't know. I know that Boots is a really good fighter. I hate to see the clips I've been seeing from him in the gym kind of scare me, but we got to see who's the best. And I just hope that if we do lose, that, people give Xander his credit, because the first thing people like to say is when somebody loses, oh, that dude's a bum. He sucks. Like I heard people, as soon as Shakur beat Tio, oh, Tio's a bum. What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. What are you talking about?
Right. Yeah, Xander the goods, man. He ain't no bum. We can't say that. He a good young champion, unified, undefeated, young world champion. Definitely not no bum. Got some solid wins on his resume. I just think Boots gonna be something different that day. I think they both had their work cut out for him, and whoever able to impose that will, man, is gonna take this fight. Is it gonna be an and one mixtape? You know what I'm saying? Or is Xander gonna be, and still, Xander got support moving forward. Yeah, for sure. I wonder how a lot of people biggest question for Xander if it's too early and they want to see that. And we might get an opportunity to find that out. If it's too early. We gon' find out. If it is, it could get sticky for him, but they're already saying it, man.
Can you hear me?
Says Xander ain't got much for him, so I want to see. Boots like, man, I don't know. What could you do? Boots like, man, ain't nothing you could do, and I ain't already seen, Jack. You good little fighter. You know what I'm saying? Good. Says Xander, baby out there, G. Reef was good with it. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if he's really a baby or not, though. But let's keep rolling.
Are you a fighter that watches tape? Like, do
Yeah, I
you
do.
study him?
I don't know
Because
what
you know some
Julio
fighters be
doing.
telling me, nah, I
Fights.
don't really. You
No,
watch?
I do watch tapes. My team watch a lot of tape, but I do sit down with them here and there and watch some tape.
Now, one of the fights that people say Boots didn't look like his usual self was the Karen fight, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe both 1 and 2 people,
Mhm.
you know, kind of talked about that. Do you feel like, are there things that you look at in that fight that you feel like you picked up? Or
I
you could
mean,
take
not
advantage of?
just
Yeah. That's that negative energy, man. We gotta start educating the fans. When two quality guys go out there and put it all on the line, we gotta tell the people exactly that. You get me? Bum is crazy word. That's why I say you can't. Losing should be, and I know this might sound crazy to people. We gotta normalize losing, because think about it. Think about every fight. Damn near, it's gonna be a winner. It's gonna be a loser, man. Like, it's not the end of the world. Especially if we asking for these dudes to take challenges. Then when they do it, it's like, see, he hit bump. He got exposed. You're going to hear that. Whoever win, you're going to hear them get praised and then still get slighted at the same time. The loser, they're going to say they got exposed. That's how crazy this is on either side. If Xander lose, they're going to say he got exposed. It was too early. If Boots lose, they're going to say he had all them fights and got exposed. They ain't been fighting nobody. As soon as he fought somebody, he lost, he hit bump. Watch, they're going to go crazy. They're going to go crazy.
in that fight, there's a lot of things in other fights that you can pick up from. He's a fighter that looks good when he's comfortable. When he doesn't feel comfortable, when he doesn't feel like he got his rhythm, he got his range, his game plan is going according to what the corner is telling, he gets frustrated really easy. And that's what happened with the Karen fight. I don't think Karen was a better fighter than he is, but Karen was just doing the best game plan that he could.
Right.
And was getting him out of the strategy and was getting into his head. So I feel like he's a very emotional fighter. Once you get in his corner's head and the corner doesn't have any answers, then he won't get any answers and he won't find any answers. He relies on 10 people telling him what to do. And when those 10 people can't give him an answer, then it's an issue. So yeah, there's a lot of fights that you could pick up a lot of things from.
I like that you said.
I mean, shout out to his observation, but nah, Boots don't need 10 people telling him what to do. And I get it. You going back to the Karen fights, but you talking about a dude that lost. He ain't come close to winning neither one of those fights. So you better come prepared to do what Karen was doing. But again, in doing so, you're going to have to take chances. And I know he's going to take more chances than Karen did. So it's going to be a much different fight. But I don't think Boots is an emotional fighter. I just think every now and then you could run into a guy where they don't allow you to look good against. I think that was Boots' fighter with Karen. One of them awkward guys, somebody you don't see all the time. And then for you to have to fight him again after already dominating him, I know, from what Bozy said, it was kind of hard for him to get up for it. And I get it. It ain't like he lost the fight. He wasn't ever in danger of losing. But, sometimes guys just, could fight and make it look a certain way. And that's what Karen was able to do. You know what I'm saying? But he still didn't come close to winning either one of them fights. It's a couple fights with Xander where, he looked a little, ran out of answers. He'd still be winning, but it just, the fighter kind of drag, and you see him get hit, you see him get clipped, you see him take shots where he don't even look comfortable with what's coming back, doing a lot of tying up. I seen somebody mention that the other day, like when his plan A don't work, it's gonna be a clinch fest for Xander. And I know why they saying that, because it's like, I seen it before, right? He was fighting, I think it was Jorge Perez guy, he beat him, but he's doing a lot of clinching when he'd get within range, man, instead of like fighting in the inside, he'd tie up. He's doing a lot of tying up.
Let me ask you this, though. Didn't we see Adrian Broner do that when he fought Sean Porter? I mean,
Jimmy, what's good with it, bro?
Sometimes to control. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, no, what I'm saying is we seen that when AB fought Sean Porter. Some people use clinching to kind of like control the pace. And I think that's what you see Xander try to do. I'm not saying it always works, but it's more or less trying to get that pace under control, which I think is not the easiest thing.
But when you do it kind of excessively, because AB did it excessively, and I hated it because he couldn't deal with what was coming back at him. So it's like from that point, because go from a strategy to it just being excessive. Now Xander wasn't as bad as what AB was doing, but it just seemed like those little moments where they would exchange, or there'll be a little, back and forth. If he get hit with something, he'll tie up. It just seemed like he wasn't comfortable getting hit. And again, punches hurt, but just it's something there. I just want to see how he gonna respond if it's a boots hitting him and vice versa. Because he could punch he got a pretty solid punch too. He ain't no KO guy, but Xander's a big guy, man. You know what I mean? He got good fundamentals, technical skills, well-balanced, well-rounded fighter, man. So he gonna be able to box. It's this boxing, and it's gonna be a good fight. But I think Boots' athleticism too could be something that's new to Xander. So he gonna be.
Hey, you know what I will say though, just like you should tell me back in the day, man. It's gonna be a good fight. That's the most important. It's gonna be a good fight. We got an idea who will win. We got an idea who we think could do it, but these is like I said with the whole Shakur. I think Shakur and Tio started something, man. We're going to see guys stop all this talking, and we're going to see who the man is. And at the end of the day, I think that's the most important. No more. Because you know what, man? It's a lot of undefeated internet talkers, bro. It ain't got so bad that we do stuff like debate each other because we don't get the fights we want. So that's how bad it's gotten in boxing. But I think with these young guys, man, like Xander, my guy Jaleel Hackett, we got some guys that really want this thing in. They're going to mess around and show us.
Right.
Mess around and show us, man. Because people got to remember, I remember saying, they're going to kill Devin. He went in there, dominated Brian Norman Jr. Dominated. And that's what we need to see, man. We need to see more talking.
It's crazy that, maybe from the outside looking in, it'd be seeming like he dominated or something, but man, you look at them punch stats, you like, damn, it ain't really what it seemed like. Just think the action was like the success.
But we always go off the eye test, man. That's just how we do. We go
so spotty for Norman that it was easy to overlook anything he was able to do because he actually did some things well in that fight. But I think Devin set the tone really early and put Norman Jr. in a situation where he had to climb up out of a hole. And it was tough for him, but when you seen the numbers and it's like 59 punches landed to like 70, you like, like that's not really crazy at all. Like it's just not.
No, it's not.
But it's just like, you know what I mean? But it make me want to see what both of their next fights gonna look like. I just don't know who Devin gonna end up fighting next. And I ain't worried about Norman. I know he'll be back soon enough.
Yeah. But, I think the thing that I always keep in mind when we look at boxing is forget what we talking about. Let's see the fights.
And man, shit, we got to talk about it because sometimes we be right. You know what I mean?
No, I'm talking about when we get the fight. I'm talking when we get the fight. When we get a fight like this, it's time to celebrate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Xander does win, he's going to be the biggest nigga in the world. If he come back with boots his head.
Yeah, the profile gonna grow for real. A lot of people gonna be he gonna wake a lot of people up if he able to pull off a win. For sure. Yeah, I don't think he dominated. It just shit. That shit's tough, man. Because you take that same kind of performance in there with certain guys, and it just won't win. It won't work. So he's gonna have to be better than what he was moving forward for sure. Especially if he's stepping it up in competition, but. He ruining the fights for him. But I'm glad these two young boys didn't ruin the fight for themselves. And they got teams that seemingly believe in both of them on both sides. That's why I've always said, man, everybody ain't scared, man. These fights just got to make sense, man. Yeah. There's an outclassing. That's the best way to put it, bro. Dominate? Nah, because that shit just not dominant to me. But he controlled the fight. He handled business. Well, let's keep going, man. Shout out to Xander.
That like if you get in his team's head, Xander, I feel like you kind of a troll a little bit, and I like it though. I like it. Like I feel like you said to Bozy, you were like you 0-2, you about to be 0-3. I feel like you've kind of embraced this like troll
Man,
roll a little bit.
it's funny though. It's funny sometimes. Like I feel like my comebacks are like facts. Like I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like my trolls. I'm not trolling just to troll. Like I'm
Yeah.
trolling with facts.
Right.
Like the Virgil troll. Like
Yeah.
that's facts.
Well, you
I'm
said he was a prospect.
He was
though.
a prospect. Let's be honest. You've been
Come
you've
on,
been
no
in the,
prospect?
You've been in the game for what, 9 years? Almost 10 in July. Actually, July.
Yeah.
Becomes 10 years as a pro. He's never fought for a world title. He's never like.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you troll Virgil. Like, do you like trolling? Because it seems like he don't like it. He be on you. Like,
that's why I like it. That's why I like it because I just know he gets upset. So it's funny. Like, but I don't care. I just go about my day. I don't know these guys.
Yeah.
Like I've never spent any time with any of these guys outside of boxing. I've never met them. I've never seen them in person. But today will be my first time seeing Boots Ennis. I've never seen him in person. So just trolling is just funny. But I troll with facts. So it's not a troll.
Yeah, I got you.
It's just
But
facts.
you feel like is the mental part of this a part of it
sure.
for you?
For sure. The mental part is the most important part. I feel like boxing is 10% physical, 90% mental. Everybody's strong at this point. Everybody has talent at this point. Everybody knows what they're doing at this point. That's where we're professionals. Yeah. Now the mental part is the one that plays a big factor. Going into fights, going into big fights, going into whatever fight you're going into. When you prepare mentally to go to war, you don't care if he's, he could be ready for battle. He'll never just be at your level, and that's it.
Yeah. All right, I got to ask this question. This was a narrative that was going around. People were saying because Top Rank announced their deal recently with DAZN, right? Partnership with DAZN. So some people were saying, well, because they did this deal with DAZN, they like, we forcing Xander to take this fight because it's a DAZN thing now too.
I wanted to fight. Top Rank didn't want to fight. Like Top Rank said, we could look for optionals. They were looking for options. They were looking for other names, and I'm like, no, forget the other names. If it's not Josh Kelly for the third belt, I want Boots Ennis or Virgil Ortiz.
So they told you like, yo, we could go another direction.
Yeah, they actually sent me a couple names.
Yeah.
I have a list of names that they sent for me to fight, and I'm like, no, I want Boots Ennis. Or I want Josh Kelly or Virgil Ortiz. He was one of those three names for me.
Did they discourage you from that when you told them that? Are they like,
no,
hey, Xander, hold up, wait a minute.
Actually, we had a meeting and they're like, if that's what you want to do, we'll go chase it. And they went chase it. They went and got it. Yeah. So it wasn't because they got into this new deal. Yeah. It just happened that like it all worked out at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It all, because at the end, I didn't know where my next fight was going to be televised.
Right.
Like I was just thinking, I just want a big fight, wherever it is. If I have to go to Matchroom, PBC, wherever I have to go, I just want a big fight with a big name.
Yeah.
And so it just
I like that, man. Shout out to Top Rank for not stopping them, and that's why I say it don't be about ducking and avoiding. It's prioritizing. They had other plans for him because they probably gonna try to get him a fight in Puerto Rico or something. Keep trying to grow his profile, and he like, man, hey, I want this. And at the end of the day, they supposed to work for the fighter, not the other way around. So when you want something, they supposed to be on board and support it. And I'm glad they did. And we gonna see if he bit off more than he can chew. I mean, some people think he has, some people think he got a really good chance at winning. Yeah, man. Xander, man. That's why I say take notes from this guy.
What do you think gonna win?
Take notes. You said what?
Think gonna win?
I got Boots winning this fight. I got Boots. Should be a great one. It should be a good one though, man. But I just feel like Xander can do a lot of things in there, man. But he gonna have to take chances. That's gonna lead to opportunities for Boots. And it's gonna get thick in there, man. He gonna be punching peroxide out his joint. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be seeing blonde strands. Gonna be on. You're gonna see this mixtape. You know what I mean? We're gonna play this mixtape, man. Boots gonna get out there and make a mixtape out of it. You know what I mean? Should be good. He got size on him too, so stop him. It's gonna be fun.
Man, one of my favorite moments ever went to that fight with Xander won his belt.
Yeah.
And me and Shushu's dad was standing by each other. When he came out, I thought Muhammad was behind him, bro. They were screaming so loud. And then when he started speaking Spanish when he won the belt, like my wife is Dominican and black, My man TD Sports, man, all them Spanish niggas was in there crying, bro. It was crazy. They was all in there crying.
Yeah,
My man Johnny Boy Boxing, they all was in there crying when Xander won. Like,
oh, man.
I was like,
Yeah,
dang.
watch. Yeah. Yeah, they wild. A lot could go wrong 6 rounds. It sure could. I'm telling you, 6 rounds in, you'll be thinking about how you got to make it to the newborn. Just ask Dan Jonas. You know what I mean? Bro, start thinking about the newborn. He said titles, unification. Nah, I need to get to that baby, man. It's good. I tried it. I gave it a go. So it's round 6. Yeah, I'm going to call. So, yeah, I'm going to call it. We're going to call this one. Boots is putting it.
But boxing needs Xander to win, though. I'll tell you that right now. Boxing needs Xander to win. Even though we might not get it, it's boxing.
Puerto Rico might need Xander to win, but boxing don't. Shit, boxing just need whoever prepared to win. I think both of them got upside if they could win the fight. Because Xander would surprise a lot of people. I think if he win, you know, some people think he's gonna win this, but he'll surprise some. I think his fan base will grow, of course. The expectations will rise. But I think he'll really be stamped in a way. You know what I'm saying? But it's tough because on one end, they want to say Boots is the hype job. So if he beat a hype job, do he get credit? So it's crazy. You know what I mean? But for me, I think it needs just to see who going to emerge and be the next star, right? That's what this is, a prove it kind of moment. Xander does this, man. It's a lot of people that probably reconsider what they think about him as a talent. You know what I'm saying? And what he's able to do. So same thing with Boots. Be the unified champion, like the rest should be up. It's like Boo said, the sky's the limit. It's only up from here. I mean, so they making fights that make sense, and that's going to lead to Boots being around. This is what I wanted to see, man. I told you that fight you at 54. Knew it, man. Problem solved. They get in the ring. I mean, especially if he got 2 belts. If you don't want to fight Boots with 2 belts on the line or more, there's something wrong with you. You need to get out at 54. Fabit G's, what it do, man? We're gonna see.
I think when him and Fundora fight, that's gonna be a hell of a fight, man.
Fundora, Bundy. Only
Sure,
problem, man.
I'm not for sure, but I heard from a good friend of mine that they almost got the Josh Kelly Fundora fight done. So if they unify, and then you got Xander fight. If Xander was to lose, I would love to see Boots and Fundora get it on, man. Because Josh Kelly, I think, just got lucky against a very inactive, what's his name, Barichek. He was so inactive, man. They was holding on to that butt at main events.
You talking about Bakram?
Bakram, sorry, Bakram. I knew it was one of them Eastern European names. Bakram. But he was so inactive, man. I think Josh is caught
calling him the boogeyman.
Yeah, but he wasn't fighting.
His team wasn't. I heard his team ain't the best, and you know they wasn't able to secure him certain fights, so they was falling out for him. But I think he got beat because he just got outboxed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, main event. You know, because when we was young, we heard about the main events from the early 2000s when they had all the stars and stuff. And you know, pretty much after her dad died, it hasn't really been the same. She's doing her best over there, but it's not the same.
You said who?
No. I said the lady at main that was running that I can't think of her name offhand. That she runs main events. Her father used to run main events, and main events was real popular in the early 2000s when they had all them fighters. But that was her dad, so she trying to do something different without him. You know, it's different. Just like we see Sylvia is not the same as when Al was in charge at PBC. This is not the same.
Right. Bang Boogie. I got Zayas. That's cool. Shout out to you, man. Zayas is a legit young fighter, man. On the come up. You know what I mean? This will be his proven moment and coming out party if he could win. So I think both of them could stamp themselves as one of the best young champions in the game with a win. That's what we get out of this one. Man, it's crazy. We ain't get to this fight, and I'm already thinking about next. What's next, possibly, though, or just looking at the landscape naturally, man. It should get real interesting over the next few months. The next couple years or so at 54 should get fun. But that boxing definitely need the best man to win. And whoever going to emerge to be the best young champion, that's what I want to see. I ain't against Xander, but And I just think
You
he
ain't right, huh?
don't get the kind of flag that Boots do. And I get it. But damn, man, all that Boot slander be crazy. It's like, damn, bro, the dude, oh shit, I didn't know my boy was back there. The dude doing it literally what y'all ask of him. Like you want knockouts, you want action, you don't want too much defense and moving around. Like, he getting there and go. And they still got a problem with it. I just will never understand. So it's like, Boots get hit a lot too. You could tell, I could tell when people say that, certain people, if it's their opinion or if they repeating what somebody else said, I can tell. You know what I'm saying? Where my guy Ann McLean go, the professor, but you could tell. He be like, man, he get hit a lot. Then you ask him to name the fight where he get hit a lot, and they can't do it. It's crazy. Shout out to Bang, but appreciate y'all.
Let me ask you this real quick. Hey, just let me ask you this real quick, because I was just looking at boxing, and I'm looking at the landscape, and I know he's been inactive because he's been hurt, and the word is he might go to cruiserweight. But is Dimitri Bivol the best fighter in the world? If you look at his last, his best 3 wins, Beterbiev, Canelo, and then of course Zurdo, because they want to crown David Benavidez if he beat Zurdo. So I'm just wondering, is there anybody with 3 better wins than that? Being 2 unified.
It depends on who you talking to. They got Usyk over Bivol. They never had Bivol as the number 1 pound for pound best fighter in the world, but he up there. He always high on the list. He got some really good wins. Got some good wins.
I mean, who got better wins? Who got better wins? I just think if you think about it, people like the pickle pool, but he's a very charismatic guy. You could tell English is his second language. I think he worked out there in Jersey. Shout out to my man Crown Jewel. Actually did one of his fights in the corner. But I think Bivol is pretty much just a white Andre Ward. And if you look at the 3 fights that he won, Zurdo, Canelo, and Beterbiev, 2 unified champions, an undisputed champion. I mean, there's nobody in boxing that said they got those wins in recent memory. Nobody got wins like that. Nobody.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's all depending on how you say. I wouldn't argue nobody if they make a case. If you can make a case for his win, shit, so be it. I always like Bivol. He one of them ones. He always gonna be a top fighter. Where they want to place him, I'll let people argue about it. But he definitely one of the best fighters in the game. And he's doing this shit, fighting through injuries too. But I think Ultimate Boxing Dad was good with it. I think ultimately that could be something to slow him down. Quiet as kept them injuries low key, because remember when his ex-wife, I think she is now, came out and tried to out him, and she was talking about all the injuries he got and all the stuff that bother him, the aches and different ailments. I was like, damn, this is nasty work. But she was, and then he coming off of back surgery too. So telling you, that's what it be. That stuff will start to slow you down after a while. But he's still top guy regardless of what. Bivol is one of them dudes, man. You just better stay away from Benavidez.
It like he didn't move up though. It just seemed like he didn't move up because I think because you see Devin got his fan base. Shakur's getting the fan base. I think people want to move guys up because they're American and speak their language. But if you just go off just raw wins, I mean, god damn, those 3 hell. To me, that's up there when my man Roy Jones beat James Toney, and he beat Bernard Hopkins. I'll put that up there with that. Zurdo and he took Canelo and Beterbiev.
I mean, Benavidez, if given he get the opportunity, Benavidez is gonna be right there. He's gonna be right there doing the same. Just shout out to Ann. Me too, man. Let's get back to this though, because this is the one. But finally, man, I'm telling you, man, I just want to see it for my guy because they talk too much, bro. He's a hype job. He fucked 35 tune-ups, 35 cab drivers, this and that. I'd be like, man, shut up, man. I'm telling y'all, his opportunities just didn't. He's a product. He's a victim of his own talent and like circumstance too. You know what I'm saying? You got them dudes over there. Cameron Duncan had this dude for how long pushing him? You get what I'm saying? For how long pushing this dude? You know what I mean? So it just by the time it was time for him to try to challenge for one of them belts, that shit was over with. He wasn't gonna get none of the champions. No Virgil was there, and he ended up getting the Stanionis. Then moved up, and now it is what it is. But it's crazy. Like, I don't know when I just never seen the availability on neither side for him to make these fights, man. Dudes had plans, man, and it was prioritizing fighting each other, the two champions. So I feel like now it's all water under the bridge. They could keep complaining about his fights or which fights didn't happen, but I think it's garbage at the end of the day. You seen what Boots is on. You know what I mean? And I think this the weight class where he could start to solidify himself in a different space. You know what I mean? You get quality wins over here where you gotta stop talking this hype job shit. So beat Xander, beat a Virgil, you know what I'm saying? Start really making your mark and shit. Could you beat a guy to beat Fundora? Like, who's the guy to beat? Is it anybody that can beat Fundora at 54 now? It could be Boots. You never know. You know what I'm saying? It could be Boots. Oh, shit. What happened to my comment? Let's keep rolling, though, man. Shout out to God Self and Mike Kirkland. What's good, bros? How y'all feeling, man? Play on this.
With the zone.
Okay. Your last fight was Barao in Puerto Rico, and I wasn't there, but it looked crazy. Everybody was saying, I heard it was like 13,000 people there. Like, I heard it was that's a big deal, man.
No, that's a big deal, and it was amazing just going back to the island, going back to my people, seeing the love, receiving the love. The energy was amazing. I mean, that 12th round, I couldn't hear anything. And Coach Pops, they're giving me instructions. I didn't hear anything at all.
All good, man. I'm all good.
Because it was so much noise.
Yeah.
It was insane.
The Puerto Rican fans, because I was in Puerto Rico maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and the fans, bro, it's just like it's a different energy.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's a different energy?
Oh, no, for
there
sure.
versus
Like,
here?
yeah, definitely. I mean, but even like here, they still show a lot of love.
Yeah.
Like all the people from New York and the people that fly from the island, they show really like a lot of love. And I know a lot of people that flew from here to the island to watch me fight.
Damn.
So just seeing the support, just seeing the love. Again, I'm only 23. And I'm only getting started in a way. I know you guys have seen, oh yeah, he's been in the game for a long time. Yeah, I started when I was 16. But I've been in the game since I'm a kid. Now I'm 23. And just seeing the love and seeing all the respect that I've been receiving is amazing.
When you looking at Puerto Rican support, I feel like there's always a guy, right? Like there's been the Miguel Cottos, there's the Tito, there's always Puerto Rico picks a guy. I don't know how you become the guy, but they pick you and they're like, this is the guy that we support. Do you feel like you're
like he got a key to drop off after this interview, man? You know what I mean? He got some work to do.
I don't know,
some
man.
drop offs to make.
I don't go into it thinking I want to be that guy. I don't go into it saying I'm that guy. They connect with me and I connect with them. That's the best I can say. It's pretty easy for me to connect with Puerto Ricans, and it's very easy for Puerto Ricans to connect with me. I treat everybody the same. I don't go about my day thinking because I'm Xander Zayas, you gotta treat me different. No, I'm a normal human being, and I feel like that's why they can connect with me a lot more, because they see that in me. They see that I'm not here thinking that I'm bigger than anybody else. So I don't want to say I'm that guy because I don't know. Maybe some people see it some other way. Maybe some people do. I just love the respect and love that I've been receiving.
I see it. I feel like you on the way to becoming the guy to me. I mean, there's also not that many other,
Yeah.
I mean, there's Edgar Berlanga.
Yeah, but there's also like right now there's like 5 champions in total in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
5 or 4 champions.
Who else? Like who else?
René Santiago, Oscar Collazo, Amanda Serrano.
Collazo.
So me, obviously.
Yeah.
So there's a couple other champions, and I feel like we all been receiving respect, and we all been receiving a lot of love lately.
Yeah.
So again, I'm just here to do my job. I'm just here to step in the ring and keep winning.
No, for sure. I mean, obviously we can't talk Puerto Rico without talking Benito, right?
Yeah, fact.
Dude, what the hell? I saw you in the Super Bowl. I was like, is that Xander? What the? Bro, how did that happen?
Man, so, I work closely with Benito. I work closely with his team, Rimas Sports. They're the ones that have me for, they work all my outside of the boxing business things, media.
Big shout out to Mike Kirkland, always supporting the grind. Much love, bro. Yeah, been busy in life. Always try to catch the live when I can for the good boxing talk. Man, you always here, you always rocking with me and supporting. Shout out to Mike Kirkland. Appreciate the love. I'm gonna think this fight here, man. Barclays. Y'all never been to the Barclays and y'all can? Trust me, go watch Boots fight live. You won't regret it.
All of that exposure. And they reached out, I want to say 3 weeks prior to my last fight. And obviously I wanted to do it. But the main thing for me was let me focus on the fight, let me win. And then we'll discuss about what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then they kept contact with that throughout the 3 weeks, and that just kept saying it. Just
said they had other names for him too, Mike, and he was like, nah, he's Boots, Josh Kelly, or Virgil. And now got the boogeyman.
Do whatever you gotta do.
They call him. Or should I say the phenom? I like to call it that. I like that better than the boogeyman.
And we'll participate in the halftime show. So that's what we did. We literally fought. And in the locker room, we're buying the tickets to fly out the very next day.
Damn, that's crazy. How did it feel? Like Super Bowl, you up there, and he got all the plant people around. How did you feel?
Man, it was insane. I'm obviously seeing it from like the backstage to like how everything came out. It was amazing because in the backstage, like there was no cameras, there was a lot of mistakes, there's a lot of stopping, there's a lot of let's do it again. So it was like, okay, like is this? I'm talking about. I mean, all these people were working prior to the Super Bowl happening, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks prior. I just got there 1 week, and they kept stopping us. They kept making sure that we were doing it right. Not just not the boxing part, but like everybody, right? So in my head, in a way, I'm like, man, is this gonna come out right? Like I'm like, we're a week away, and like we're still stopping and making sure. But man, it came out beautifully. It came out beautifully, and it was a great halftime show. He was like that energy that he knew he was gonna do what he do best.
Yeah.
And he came out amazing.
Did you have a conversation with him yet? Like you and
him? One-on-one? No. I wouldn't say one-on-one. I wouldn't say one-on-one. We had dinner right after the Super Bowl. And he was very happy.
You gotta tell me what he said. You gotta.
He had work to do. I think he had to go to Australia right after, Japan. So he had a couple trips. So it was. Man, I just did the halftime show. So it was exciting seeing him and seeing somebody as big as he is. Just be a human, and that's what you look for in somebody, as with as much exposure that he has.
Do you think it's possible that he'll come to one of your fights?
I hope so.
We got to call Noah like, yo, man, what's going on?
No, I hope so. Again, because I don't ever want to do anything that is not meant to be. It happened just meant to happen that way, and if he decides that he wants to come to one of my fights, he just got for something from them. They always have the green light for me. So
yeah, okay. I wanted to talk about some of the other opponents, like that didn't actually get the next one, but were in talks, right? Like you said, Josh Kelly. There was a point where y'all two went back and forth, you and Josh Kelly, where he was saying like, "Yo, we sent you a contract, blah blah blah," and you were like, "Well, we didn't. We sent you a contract." What happened with the Josh Kelly thing?
Well, it's simple. The guy didn't want to fight outside the UK. But then we had a talk with Matchroom, and they said the economics for what he's asking for and what I'm asking for just doesn't make sense in the UK, even selling 45,000 people, which, again, he don't know if he was going to sell 45,000. He's never sold it before. How do you know I could sell 45? I know I could sell a seven-figure in gate because I've done it before. I did it in my last fight, so I know I could do it. I could do it again if we bring it to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you could put 45,000 people in a stadium in UK. You've never done it, right? So the guy just didn't want to fight outside the outside the UK. We told him, well, let's not bring it to Puerto Rico. Let's bring it to New York. And we just never received an answer from him. They kind of like kept us in the loop on, oh yeah, we're waiting on an answer, I guess, I don't know if they were waiting to see if the Virgil boots will go through to then try to come back to us, but we just never got an answer. Then that fight fell through, and we just went straight for boots.
Okay. What about Fundora? I mean, obviously, you know, I feel like there was a point in time you was calling his name too.
Yeah, I mean, again, Fundora is just fighting the elderly that they have at PDC, all the elderly guys. He just fought Thurman. He just called out Charlo, Spence. I mean, what's up with this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, Spence was good 3 years ago. Charlo was good 4 years ago. Thurman, 2019. So you get what I'm saying? I was making my pro debut when he was in his prime. So it's like, this guy he doesn't care about greatness. He cares about having good names that are not such good names now, but you know what I'm saying? They're not worried about the big fights, and there's nothing I can do. You need two people to dance. I can't dance by myself. I cannot get in the ring by myself. I need somebody else. I need a partner, and they don't want to dance.
So you feel like
I get what he's saying, but I think it's early. I don't think Fundora avoided no smoke with nobody. And definitely, I think he fought more experienced, more proven guys than Xander, respectfully. I know he feeling good with those two belts, being the unified champion. I still think Fundora's fought some really solid competition where it wouldn't even make sense with the level of opposition he's been in the ring with to avoid or duck Xander Zayas. I think it's just a matter of time. Like I said, priority, maybe his team telling him or directing him to go in a certain direction. You just never know. But last thing I'm going to ever think about Sebastian Fundora is that he's scared and don't want to prove himself. I don't believe that at all. You know what I mean? I think, Xander, you probably get an opportunity to fight a vet with a really good name. You probably do it too. You know what I mean? I don't think that was a bad thing for him to fight Keith Thurman. Somebody had to do it. Finance TV, my dog, he says the management of Fundora got him find Xander to be lucrative. Yeah, and you remember he said his job is to get his guy the most money possible, and Xander is just not that. He don't fit the bill. Teach, what's good with it? Let's keep rolling. We've got a little bit more of this left. Lance, what it do?
You made your attempts to, like, you know, calling this guy out, sending contracts,
I mean,
doing everything.
He had the WBO before I had it.
Yeah.
He was the unified champion, WBC, WBO. I went up to Vegas when he fought. Like, I'm the mandatory. Like, let's make it happen. And his promoter said, we're gonna make it happen. I promise we're gonna make it happen. Yeah, we're gonna make it. He shake my hand. Promise I'm gonna make it happen.
Okay.
All right, cool. 3 weeks later, we're negotiating, and he's like, no, we're fighting THRU. What was that?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So,
right.
I mean, we have a attempt to fight all these guys, and Boots is the first one that has said yes from the get-go. Yeah. Everybody else just put butts. Everybody else just puts this and that, and a lot of excuses. Again, it's a matter of two people making sure that they won the fight.
Yo, Xander, you're going after the killers. Look, Fundora is like 6'7" with the long arms. Obviously, he beat the hell out of Keith Thurman, but he looks like, just visibly as a boxing guy, he looks like a killer just because his height and his. You don't look at him and be like, this guy is.
Man, he's beatable, and I mean, we've seen it before, but I'm not saying it because of that. I'm saying it because he's very, very beatable. He's just guys go in there, and they're already afraid of the height.
Yeah.
What are you afraid for? Thurman was jumping to try to hit him.
He was.
Like, bro, go to the body. Like, why are you not hitting the body? Hit the chest. Hit something before you want to hit the head. Again, I just feel like most of these guys don't go in there with the right game plan. They just go in there, at least somebody like Thurman at the end of his career, maybe just a nice check and bounce out. But that's what it takes. I want to be great. I want to be the best. I say I'm the best. This is the only way you can make it happen, fighting the best. Yeah. So I have to go about all the, to all those big names and see who wants to dance.
Yeah, for sure. All right, there was one more rumor about another fight that people was talking about. That was Devin Haney. There was times where they were saying Devin Haney was going to come up. And and I thought I seen Bill say he reached out to you.
Nah,
or something like that.
we both reached out to each other. He reached out to my team. I reached out to him. They wanted to fight. We wanted to fight, but they never set a number. So how can we work if we don't have a number?
Yeah.
I mean, the TV provider needs to have a number to know how he's gonna make.
Oh, wow. Did he say that? They didn't have a number? Team Haney, I reached out but didn't have a number. It's the same team that told me you could send offers without money. Remember they told me that? Remember that they was really telling me you could send offers without money. Now, y'all reached out, but then y'all ain't have no money. See, this is the thing, man. Y'all not the A side that y'all think y'all are. Y'all don't command the kind of money or generate the money that you're trying to say. And you out here reaching out to people with no idea about what the hell's going on. It's wild. Nasty work, bro. Nasty work, man. With no number. And you hear what Xander is saying. How you gonna have a fight? How you gonna have a fight with no number? Didn't I tell y'all that? Ain't no fighters moving and signing and agreeing to shit if they paper not right. None of them. None of them. Not even the dumbest of fighters. Nobody. They ain't getting paid, bros. Ain't just jumping in the ring fighting for nothing. Talking about, yeah, it was promotion and venue. The only team I've ever heard say you could send an offer without money is Team Haney. The only team I've ever heard say it was an offer sent, but the only thing the offer had on it was promotion and a venue with no money attached to it is Team Haney. That shit is crazy in the Hanos clan. Shit is wild, bro.
People was talking about that was Devin Haney. There was times where they were saying Devin Haney was gonna come up. And I thought I seen Bill say he reached out to you.
Nah,
or
we both reached out to each other. He reached out to my team. I reached out to him. They wanted to fight. We wanted to fight, but they never set a number. So how can we work if we don't have a number?
Yeah.
I mean, the TV provider needs to have a number to know how he's gonna make the fight happen. They never gave a number out.
You mean the financials? Like
the financials. Yeah. And also, like, at the same time, he was arguing with Shakur, he was arguing with Ryan, he was arguing with Rolly, he was arguing with the whole boxing world. It was like, who do you really want to fight?
Yeah.
So
exactly. The only dude that can argue with 5 fighters and don't get no flack, don't get said he a clout chaser and none of that. But then soon as one of those fighters that he put on his little phantom hit list start speaking up, it's like, oh, see, he clout chasing, man. He clout chasing, man. You ain't know if you really wanted to fight, then you would have had some money attached to it. So you can't just say somebody wanted something just because they reached out. People be doing that shit just to save face, man. PR moves. Yeah, we reached out, but then let them tell you, let them keep talking. Yeah, but it was no number. How we gonna get the fight made? You ain't got no number out there. So did you really want to fight? And then you arguing with everybody. So who do you really want to fight? It wasn't no damn Xander. Y'all wasn't going up to no 54 next to fight Xander. And you're not about to try to convince me that you was, man. Hella estrogen, bro. I'm telling you. Maybe it's in their eggs, Jordan.
It's funny.
Sending contracts. I swear, Marcus. Sending contracts without the money, bro.
You don't give an answer to nobody. So that's why I stay quiet and I only troll when I need to.
Yeah.
Because it's the time that it's my moment. I can troll. When it's not my time, I try to stay away from social media because social media is not going to get me any money. It's not going to get me any richer. It's not going to get me any more belts.
Yeah.
These guys have to call me. These guys have to call me with real numbers, and they have to come in with a real offer. And we consider it. We always consider all the offers.
What did you think about that?
Real numbers and real offer. Y'all out here bluffing, bro. Y'all out here faking y'all moves. What they say, faking jacks, man. Y'all do, y'all reaching out to people like, yeah, man, what's up? What you think about a fight? That'd be the extent of the conversation, and then they go back and be like, yeah, we tried to fight Xander. We tried to fight Xander, but you priced itself out. Tell me, bro. Man. If you really listen to what he said, you will know that this play has been ran several times in boxing by them. If you followed the sport, you would know that. You would know what Xander went through is something other fighters went through in the past trying to do this, man. It's a list, smoke screen that these promoters see through. Oh, that's an absolute fact. Absolute fact.
Fight though, because I thought that was interesting. Like he would be coming up, he's a really good boxer. He would be coming up. Was that something that made you feel like, oh, okay, I want this, or like
I was gonna run through him.
Yeah, run through Devin Haney.
I was gonna run through him.
He a good boxer though.
I was gonna run through him. Oh man, I promise I was gonna run through him. Like what
Dang.
he felt during like Ryan Garcia at 40, I was gonna feel it triple at 54. He don't know. Like
Dang.
I'm telling you, he was probably gonna go in the ring. He's a big 40 or like now 47. He maybe gets in at like 160. I'm getting in that ring at 180. He's not ready for this. It's different.
180.
Hold up. So you still open to that in the future?
Xander
Oh,
definitely
for sure.
run around
For sure. Of
190
course,
something.
I mean, Devin Haney, anywhere you put it, he's a big name. He's a big draw. I mean, 3 times world champion.
Man, that's crazy,
3 times?
bro.
2 times?
I think 3.
3.
Yeah.
35, 40, 47. Big name, big draw, and a big crier. So, yeah, of course I won that fight.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Tell me this, man. Listen, we today's the press conference. How do you approach a press conference? I always wonder, like, do boxers, is it just you go up there and you just freestyle, or do you already have in your mind, like, I'm about to go troll this motherfucker?
Nah, to be honest, I always get some pointers from the team, like, hey, remember to mention this and that, but I never, like, go in there with, like, a whole game plan. Like, okay, like, this is the first topic I'm going to talk. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you say you go in the ring, you
freestyle.
be
It depends on the
180.
question, depends on the energy. I feel like I'm always very respectful towards everybody. Even when I troll very respectfully.
Yeah.
But again, we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
Last time, with Barao, he was very respectful. So we sat down, we had a nice conversation. He talked, I spoke, his team spoke, my team spoke, and that's it. We left it at that. So it just depends on how the energy goes.
So if he brings the energy, you gonna bring the energy.
Well, I always bring the energy, of course.
Okay. I'm hoping he bring it because that's what I want to see. How do you see this fight going? I'm sure you've played it out in your mind already. When you play it out, explain that to us. What does that look like?
Man, I just feel like
a couple of light
he's gonna
heavies,
be ready
Reed.
for battle. He's gonna be ready for battle, but I'm gonna be ready for war. It's 2 different things in there, you know. It's a different mentality when you go in there. He's never been in a position where he had to adjust. He's always had it his way, you know. So when you have somebody making you think, when you have somebody making you react to something, at some point the body is not used to it, and the body won't react as fast as you want it to react. The brain won't tolerate what it's getting, and it's not gonna give it or dish it out as fast as you want it to dish it out. So when it comes down to
Man, look, to Xander trying to break it down, he basically saying he about to be a whole other thing for Boots. He ain't gonna be able to process what's in front of him. His body ain't gonna be responding because this is something different. Man, let's see if you're gonna be that much of a puzzle to solve come fight night.
that,
Interesting
I just feel
words
like I got the
about
advantage.
Xander Zayas.
I've been uncomfortable before. I've been in uncomfortable positions. I push myself every time. I'm not saying he doesn't, but what I'm saying is I've been in those tough spots. He never been. So when he is and he tries to react, his body just won't give it to him. So come fight night, I'm gonna be 10 steps ahead of him.
Do you feel like you have better boxing skills than him?
I have better boxing skills. I have better conditioning than he does.
The conditioning.
Yeah. I have better footwork. Great IQ.
Yeah.
Speed. I mean, most of these guys that get on the camera and talk, he don't have no power. Well, all these guys that have had power, they come into a fight, they get touched, they change the whole game plan. So I might not have a pop, like a one-punch knockout power.
Yeah.
But you're going to feel it, and I feel like he's going to feel it.
Where do you think that narrative comes from? Do you think, like, because I've heard people say that, like, oh, this guy don't have no power. Do you think that's mostly because it's not one-punch knockouts?
Yeah, because people is expecting, like, just everybody to be a Gervonta Davis.
Yeah.
Boom, you knock him out. No, not everybody's going to be like that. Lomachenko wasn't like that, and you still get like, guys out of there here and there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody's different, and you work with what you have. I have the power. I know I have the power, but I feel like I'm better when I'm moving, when I make this guy look foolish.
Okay. All right, a couple outside the ring questions before we wrap up. Yo, you a gamer, bro?
I am a gamer.
You play 2K?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get in your ass, Xander. I'm gonna have to get in your ass.
I haven't played 2K in a minute. I haven't played 2K in a minute, but I do have it.
Yeah.
I do have it.
Is that your game? Like, what's your game? Like when
Man, I like sports games. I like MLB, FIFA, 2K, like just any like. I don't be playing Madden that much, but I do like it too.
Yeah.
So overall, just like sports games. If you keep get me in any sports games I'm playing.
All right, we're gonna have to get
I'm on
right.
that.
Next time I see you, I'm gonna bring the PlayStation. We're gonna have to get right.
Facts.
What else do you do in your spare time? Like, all right, you're not boxing. I got time off. What do you do? Like, how do you enjoy yourself?
Man, I'm a big fan of firearms. So I go shooting a lot. I go to the shooting range a lot.
Oh,
so
wow.
that's what I do with my pops in the free time. We try to like just stay out the way. As much as we can. Watch movies. Man, I'm a big movie guy. I love watching movies. I love spending a whole day.
What's your favorite movie?
Man, my favorite movie, I got so many. But if I had to mention like just going back as a kid, Cars.
Cars?
Man. Cars is my favorite movie.
You make me feel old as shit. You said go back as a kid. I went back to my kid and you said Cars. I'm like, damn, I'm old, bro.
Okay. Cars, Shrek. I feel like those are just movies that you just don't forget, you know?
Yeah. All right, what's the favorite gun that you like to shoot?
My favorite gun, I got.
Yeah, shout out to Ocean Dream. Appreciate the love becoming a new channel member, man. If y'all ain't got a membership, make sure y'all do. Hit the like button, sub to the channel, support the grind. This almost at the end of the interview. It's a Pro Box card coming on, man. I'm thinking, should I call it? I might. So we're going to get through the rest of this and we're going to close out. We're going to keep building, man. Shout out to Ocean Dream. Appreciate you. Teach, you might could find some. Barclays, I'm pretty sure you could find some good tickets. You know what I'm saying? And if you definitely in a position to go, anybody, trust me, if you never seen Boots fight live, you want to go do it. I'm telling you, moving. So no one asking Xander, is he going to run from Boots? Oh, you know, none of that stuff comes up. In Pride, they're not going to say nothing about the running. When he said Boots going to be chasing shadows, they ain't going to say nothing about the running. When he just said how he be getting in the ring 180, see, they'll only point out Devin Haney. They ain't going to point out these other dudes that get in the ring heavy as hell, too. 54, you getting in there 180, think about how heavy he is. Think about it. Same shit that they be talking about with Devin, but they won't point it out with anybody else. See, I will. It's all good, but Xander's a big guy. A lot of these dudes are, and they like to eat. You know what I mean? Is that with Shakur, buddy? Chance on Pro Box? Yeah, Teach. That's Emmanuel Chance. Shout out to Emmanuel Chance, man. One of the youngest, but that was him. Keep Cologne on Pro Box tonight. I think of Facio Falcone. Oh, yeah, I might call the Pro Box joint. I might call it Pro Box, but this is almost over. Let's finish this off, man.
I got a 12-gauge shotgun.
That's the big boy.
Yeah, that thing pumps.
I like the shotgun too. I go to the range sometimes, do the disc shooting.
Yeah, no, I got a couple guns. I got a couple rifles, but man, that shotgun is just like.
That's the one, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Now listen, man. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, brother.
I'm definitely looking forward to this fight. When is it again?
June 27th.
Oh, excuse me, June 27th.
June 27th.
June 27th. Do you have any last words for your fans, Puerto Rican fans, like everybody that's coming to support you?
Man, thank you guys for all the love. Thank you for all the support. June 27th, we make history one more time, and let's see who the best at 154.
All right. Yo, Xander, you run into the smoke, baby.
Yes,
I respect it, man.
Yes,
My man, Xander Zayas, we out of here. Bah!
Man, so it's always a good build by Najee and Cigar Talk. I like it. It'd be cool if he could have got Boots, but one guy is better than none, man. It's good to see him get one of the guys on there and get to chop it up with him. I like Xander, man. Look, he's confident. He's hungry. He's young. He's saying everything he's supposed to say. And I do think he's going to go out there and try to give Boots the toughest fight of his career. I believe that's what what he aiming to do. I do believe he's confident. He's going to try to win. It's not going to be no laying down. I don't think the moment going to be too big for him. I know Boots said, all the press conferences and answering questions and all the media stuff going to burn him out. But I'm not too sure about that. I think Xander going to be on point. But my only concern would be is if he really had any kind of a fat camp. Now, I know he did do an interview, and he said he using the same nutritionist that Bud and Shakur used to cut the weight. So he is trying to cross the T's and dot his I's. I expect him to be prepared to win this fight. I don't expect it, a deer in the headlights type of Xander Zayas, man. You can't be this adamant about wanting the opportunity to fight somebody and then you don't perform, right? Or you half-ass it, right? I think he's going to really try to win. He's gonna try to beat Boots. You know what I'm saying? If he can beat Boots, he gonna beat him. You know what I mean? But I think J-Ron is gonna be just a different breed, something different to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna find out the hard way. You feel me? He gonna find out the hard way. I truly believe that. And like Bozy said, for as long as the fight lasts, that's how good it'll be. For as long as the fight lasts. Watch score interview with Fred VanVleet. I think I've seen it's like an hour long. I might react to that on a different one, a different stream or something. But I think I might try to get this Pro Box card in. So I think it comes on at about 7:30, just because of some of the people that's on it. Let me make sure too. I ain't tripping. I don't think I am. Pro Box be doing their thing, man. They be putting these shows on, man. They be getting these shows on, and Conceição versus Gonzalez. I think that's the fight. Yeah, Herbert Conceição versus Johan Gonzalez. They got William Foster fighting on there. Keith Colon, Ofacio Falcon, Emmanuel Chance. Oh yeah, Alex De Jesus. Yeah, I might have to call. Yeah. We're gonna try to make it back. Y'all call the Pro Box card, man. We doubling up. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit the like button, sub to the channel, hype the live, share the live, support the grind. We're gonna come back and try to call this Pro Box fight. Pro Box card. I got it. It's gonna be at least 3 fighters fighting on this card, and I interviewed all of them, from Ofacio Falcon, Emmanuel Chance, and Keith. So look, hit the like button on the way out. I appreciate everybody always rocking out as we always do. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Peace to the fam.